Okay, welcome back to another session. I would invite a brave soul to recap for us the session 2 weeks ago in exchange for a D2 inspiration dice.
Would be happy to, as always, but I'll leave it open if anyone really wants to.
I believe I handled the last one, so I will leave it open as well.
All
That
right.
just leaves you, Dan. Do you take?
You could do it. I'm gonna finish.
Yeah, Dan's working
transferring.
on Roll20.
I'm gonna finish transferring. I just have to do my items to roll 20. That I'm
Tony,
good
it's all yours then.
I'm looking back at the first sentence of my notes. Ready? It is a damp morning as a light drizzle can be heard from outside. Felix is
Flowery.
awake first and heads to the blacksmith to pick up his custom pieces. I'll summarize from here. I won't read everything. But while I'm out, the party heads downstairs to enjoy breakfast. It's basically the morning of us leaving Westway Walk and heading out through the spires. But we just have a few things to do around town before we leave. The party at the Hearth Flame, once Felix gets back, by the way, Felix goes to the blacksmith, everything works, all good. And when he gets back, everyone is sort of trading stories from the previous night. Thera says his date went well. Iris made a revelation about Boulder Parchment shears. I got that in the notes. And Iris is intrigued by Yashi, the old man she met, but the rest of the party is concerned about his motives. But Iris does insist that she go back to the Magistari to visit Yashi once again. After she does some magic item shopping, that's a tongue twister, from Rober at the Burning Wizard. So we go to Rober's first. We figure that's probably a better order. And on the way, Felix explains his amulet, how he got it, how it works, and exactly the nature of the situation he finds himself in. Felix recalls that there is no way to end this type of curse except through his or his assassin's death. I have also a lot of just like lore stuff that I won't read. But the big thing, and I've been marinating on this and I'm starting to agree with him, is that Jara has a theory that this is probably something to do with like a larger power other than the guys that Felix directly pissed off. And he's probably caught up in something bigger that he doesn't even realize. Eventually we get to the Burning Wizard. Rober's having some trouble with Alexa. It turns out to be his little gnome servant boy person. I don't know if he's a boy or a man. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a young boy.
Okay, yeah. He's just pulling some tricks on him. We tell Rober, to his delight, that we got some of the Magistari arrested. And Iris buys a magical belt called the Belt of Serpentine Slipperiness, which is awesome. Rober takes a picture of us and hangs it on the wall. He tells us that, I did write this down. He tells us that if we come back, we will get a 5% discount, which in terms of magic items, that's actually pretty significant. Next, we go to the Magistari, per Iris's request. Iris is taken to a back room alone, and she talks with Yashi, and this is where I left off. So I'm just free, what's it called?
Free flowing.
Yeah, I'm free flowing from here. Yashi basically tells Iris that she has a secret hidden within her, and that she needs to basically do more psychedelics in order to, I guess, confront or, have a certain revelation that she's awaiting about her existence and where she comes from. And I think he specifically uses the words like what she once was. And he also tells her that it definitely that her recent growth in her arm definitely has something to do with her past, and it's all connected and stuff. From there, I believe we just left. I think we got our horses and left pretty much. I don't think we did much else in Westway Walk. If I'm misremembering, I apologize. We get through the spires. Basically, the spires, I'm imagining sort of like a Grand Canyon type thing with more, I guess, taller structures, more like pointedness than the Grand Canyon has. Up top, we see bridges going across and people, supposedly, I guess, natives or maybe like nomadic tribes, or I don't know, we're not really sure. People looking down at us. Felix uses his like sort of his scope thing to look up at them. I just remember that we passed through some ruins that we decided not to go through, but we got a good bit of lore about an old group of elves who used to live in the spires, who sort of went mad because they found some white stone and were kind of obsessed with it. We figure that's probably something for the way back, but our mission now is too pressing to sort of linger on that. And then we get to where we are now, which is well, I won't try to describe it. I know Jared has it all mapped out, but basically we're trying to sidestep across this very narrow alcove in the wall and not fall to our death. And I believe, I don't have who has made it across, but I believe, based on memory, it is Iris across, Thera across, and one horse. One
Me
or
and
two
a horse.
Yep.
Oh, Jara and one horse, and then Thera's horse fell.
Yeah.
Wait, so is Felix the only human who didn't cross?
Yeah, Oro is still with you.
Or not human, but humanoid. Oh, damn. Okay.
And you have like 3 or 4 horses with you, so.
Yeah, I know. So that'll be fun. And that's all I got.
Perfect. Take your inspiration. This is as close of a picture as I could get. Ignore the dragons flying.
Am I supposed to see something?
I put it in the general chat. Hopefully.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, so it's, it's not necessarily like desert or like, that climate at all, or really like sandy. It's more like rocky, clay, mud, dirt. Waiting for Tom. Are you there? Can you hear us? We can't hear you if you're talking. Yeah, I don't know. Can someone message? Oh, he's gone. All right. Well, hopefully he gets this sorted. But I'm gonna switch maps. 2-hour battle map.
All right, who we fight? We fight in the mountain.
We are.
Basically, yeah. Basically.
We're fighting
All
ourselves.
initiative mountain.
Oh, good news. I rolled my second booster and it won't do jack shit. So I give back the blame.
Okay. Good. All right. So this is the battle map. So we have Oro.
There's the horse, bro.
Yep. There's the horse. We have Oro and Felix kind of isolated on this one side. And then we have everyone else, basically. Dan, I had to put Jara on this, like, red square. You guys are grouped to that because you can't stand on this at all.
Oh, that's funny.
Too
So,
slippery.
Yeah, I don't know why, but you just are unable to stand on some of these.
There's my horse.
Yes. So I will change the music. Hopefully Tom will return shortly.
Am I here?
Yeah,
You are here.
you are here. And
Okay.
you are at the battle map.
Yeah, many extreme technical difficulties, hopefully resolving. Or done resolving now. Hopefully.
You are here now.
And you are loading in. I will wait for you before anything.
Eh,
All right.
all the assets seem to be here.
Yeah, this is a pretty like low asset count. It should be. It's not that many things. But yeah, so this is what I was trying to describe to you the other day. You could have tried to have climbed this on the left here, which is what I tried to describe to you, and have gone to the same place. Or you could have taken this route, which some of you decided to do. So I can re-ask the question. Now that we have a map here, you're not necessarily like forced on either path. It will be impossible for the horses to cross if you choose to climb. But the option is yours, Felix and Oro. Do you want to climb or not? You can choose your own destiny here, now that you have a good idea of what's going on. Oh, you're muted, Tony.
Sorry. Question.
Mhm.
How sentient is Oro right now? Because Iris can Iris see out of Oro?
I don't believe so. Can you?
No.
Okay, so Oro's kind of, I guess, on autopilot then?
Yeah,
That's a
Oro
little-
kind of does her own thing. She'll respond to Iris's commands if they're given. Otherwise, she doesn't really have her full like pseudo sentience unless Iris is unconscious.
Okay. Oh man. Okay. We got. See, the thing is, like, I'm not at all worried about myself, but I'm just so worried about these fucking horses and and Oro, honestly.
Someone touched the horse down there. It's upside down now.
And if memory serves, I believe Iris has a rope going across to act as
Yeah,
like
we
a
have the
handhold,
rope.
right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have the rope up currently. I think Oro is holding that actually.
Oro is holding that, and that gives you an extra failsafe, basically, an extra thing to reach for, should you
Okay.
fall.
All right. Felix will peer around the corner and start yelling for someone's attention. Hello.
Hello?
Hey, so what am I doing with these horses? Should I just send them across? Should I try to lead one of them? I could make multiple trips.
Well, I'm not sure if the horses are going to want to go by themselves. Mine certainly didn't. I kind of had to prod it along.
All right. Jared, if I for whatever reason were to ignore this obstacle and focus all my attention on getting the horses across, would that give them any sort of benefit?
It's really dependent on your animal handling check for these horses. They
Uh-huh.
don't necessarily make. I do roll for them for dexterity, but their DC is determined almost exclusively based on how well you are able to corral them. Because horses, they get spooked. So,
Can't they be like goats and like be
All right.
able to climb up?
well,
with, like, a
the only
winch?
thing I'll say, Tony, to answer your question a little more, it won't help the horses as much as it will help you, because the horses will directly impair your ability to move. 'Cause you're like attached to them. Does that make sense?
Well, I wouldn't be. No, I mean, I'm
So
thinking.
if you're like flying or hovering or whatever, then all
That's
you're
what I mean.
yeah, all you're doing is removing yourself from the equation, really, of like being affected by the opposite.
All right, Therathari, could you come here?
What do you mean, come here?
No, can you
Not
just
enough getting
so I
across.
can see you? So I can see you. Are you able to cast guidance at range?
I love this view.
No, I need to touch you.
Okay, I'm coming to you then. So Felix will cast Spider Climb on
Okay,
himself.
is that concentration?
It is concentration up
Okay.
to 1 hour.
1 hour. Not bad.
Yes. So I should be able to go back and forth here, no problem. I will mark that down that I used that. Okay. And
Your
Felix will walk across, get blessed by Therathari if he obliges,
As obliged.
and he will head back. Oops. Oh, did I just drop myself in the gorge? Oh my god, this is very hard to navigate. Where did I go?
I don't know. Let me just start highlighting. There's the horse. I can
I
always add
disappeared.
you back. Okay, let me add you back. Give me a second.
Okay.
I found you.
Oh, you did? Yes. Okay. And I'll go back. And with my spider climb, I don't need to worry about myself. I'm now blessed by Thera's guidance, and I'd like to help one of these horses across.
All right, go ahead and pick. Which one?
I mean, I'll just take the first one.
I imagine that's your horse.
Sure. It really doesn't matter. I'm gonna be doing the same thing for all of them.
Okay. All right. So yeah, this is your. I have these in 3 checkpoints, if you remember. So you can kind of tell visually where they are. The first one is kind of at this corner point here. Maybe I'll mark it. Might be worth just a visual.
I get my dice out. Damn. What am I doing?
So this is the first skill check. This is the second here.
Am I
then-
rolling for the horses?
I'll roll for the horses, and then this is the third.
Oh, okay,
you're
then I-
rolling for the animal handling.
Oh, right.
All right, so those are visually where the checkpoints are. I kind of tried to make the map show the narrower parts. And the goal, the intention was to show the second and third one being harder than the first one. Maybe it didn't come off as such, but that was the goal. Okay. So Felix, now spider climb allows you to literally climb shit, right? Like Spider-Man?
So spider climb actually, I if you read the description, it's much less cool than it sounds. Sorry, not less cooler. It says until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch gains the ability to move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving its hands free. The target also gains a climbing speed equal to its walking speed.
Oh, so you're like basically walking on the wall.
Yeah, so it's not like I have like an extreme grip to the wall or anything. I couldn't like carry the horse across.
Right.
That's not a thing, but I can walk up and down.
Okay, that's good to know. Interesting. Okay. So Felix, there's a moment in time in which you're nervous to even try, but nevertheless you do start walking basically like perpendicular to the ground on the wall. And you guys watch Felix hug the outside of the spire and without fail start walking across.
Oh,
all right.
Let me get my D4.
So you
It's
leave.
a D4 for guidance, right?
Yes, right, Tom? You're at D4? All right.
Yep.
Felix? Oh, whoops.
It'd be cool
You
if guidance scaled. I guess that would be kind of OP though.
make an animal handling check to get your horse initially set up here on this ledge.
All right. Oh, not good to start. It's a 5
Okay. Horse.
with
Horse
with
just
the.
falls off right away.
Oh wait, no, sorry. It's a 6. It was a raw 5, but then I have a +1.
Okay. 6. Okay, the horse rolled really well. Natural 18. So
Nice.
it will make it across this first, basically, check here. So it's now here.
Let's go, horse.
And then
Cool.
you, I imagine, are somewhere here, Felix.
Sure. I was scared to move myself because I feel like I just dropped myself.
Okay.
Am I rolling 3 times, like 3 animal handling checks?
Yes, for this you will.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I can't really go back to Therathari for another guidance, so. Alright, that's fine. Oh my god, natural 1.
Wait, so you used guidance on the first one?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Wait,
I-
you use guidance and you got a
You still
7
got a
or 6
I got a 6, yeah.
with the
Nice.
I rolled a
guidance?
natural 3
Oh,
and a 2 on the D4, and I have a
Yeesh.
+1 to animal handling.
okay.
Yikes.
So natural 1 here.
Rip this horse.
I think a natural 1. Roll me a d4.
Oh god.
Just so it's
4.
known before. Oh, okay. I was gonna say before you say it. All right. So 1 was gonna be forward. 2 was gonna be off the ledge. 3 was gonna be behind, and 4 is gonna be to the left. So we're going clockwise. So 4, it runs into the wall.
That's the best option.
that is-
Besides forward, I guess.
That is the best option. Okay, and it will make the dex check. Natural 19. What the hell?
Let's go, horse.
He's good, dude.
God,
All right.
horse.
Does not want to fall off.
That's right.
I will not use guidance on the first one next time. I forgot that I could save it. I thought it just was on the next one automatically.
All right, the last one. You're making sure this horse doesn't look down at its fallen brother or sister.
All right.
No, they're all boys. Brother. All right, last one.
Brother.
Nat 20!
Okay.
Extreme highs and extreme lows.
After a troublesome middle obstacle here, you're able to guide the horse over to safety, and it will run to its friend over here. Okay. You've
All right,
crossed the horse.
hit me up, Thera.
Yeah, be careful.
All right, I'll do my best. That's wait, you said that was my horse, right?
Yeah.
Aha. Okay, back for round 2.
2 more times.
Yes. We can do it.
What are the rest of you guys doing? Because the path does kind of continue here. I didn't finish the map, but it would continue. Like, I'll draw an arrow, like off in this direction.
Iris is gonna be waiting for all the horses to pass before she figures out what she's doing with Oro.
I'm just gonna kind of be with the horses, looking that way.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
keeping an eye out, making sure nothing like.
All right, make a
ambushes
perception check.
us while we're trying to cross here. I'll make a perception check. I got perception a 9.
Okay. All right, Felix, roll me animal handling.
And just to clarify, the checks you said do get progressively harder, like the.
The DCs do.
Okay, yeah.
Not
But
on
the
your.
DCs for the horses or the.
No, the DC's on the dexterity do. And the horses, the only thing the animal handling does is determine how difficult or how severe the penalty to the horse's dex check will be.
So okay, so I still should use it on the last one because it is the hardest.
It is
one.
the hardest, technically, yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, great. It's 18.
That's a good
Animal
roll.
handling.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're able to move this baby across.
Well, it's still gonna make its dex check, right?
Yeah, across the first one. Yeah, I rolled already.
Oh, nice. Okay, great. Boom.
All right.
All right.
Next one.
That's 10.
Pretty neutral roll.
Middle
Yeah.
of the road.
Natural 14, so he just makes it.
All right. And then the last with the guidance.
Yep.
It's an 18. It was a 17, and now it's an 18.
All right. All right. This horse makes it too, with a 12.
Oh.
Okay.
Boy,
All right.
if you didn't roll well, I would have died. Get a 12.
Once
Right.
more, Therathari.
Once more.
Thank you. This is excellent teamwork. Oh no, I've seems to have disappeared again. I dragged myself through a mountain.
Yeah, I guess the mountains don't have clipping,
Mountain just gobbles me up.
which actually might be better for us in this case, except for when Tony throws Felix down on. But all right, I'll just. It
Whatever.
might be better just because be easier to. Oh, there, someone found you.
Wow. Goat.
Okay.
Somehow you ended up under the token, upside down. Spider climbing worked.
Don't know how. There we go.
F flips them.
All right. Come here, horse. Oh,
Make an animal handling check.
nat 20 again.
Okay, you're good. As long as it doesn't roll natural one. Nope, you're good.
What the hell?
All right, Jara.
Oh God.
Uh.
What is happening? I can't even like. All right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop touching it and just let Jared move me across.
Where is Felix? I don't know where Felix is. I see the horse. All right, whoever finds Felix, I'll give you a D1. Okay,
Just +1.
just a +1 or 0. Jara, you hear around you, to your left, what sounds like disturbance of rocks from above, as they not a rock fall, but some pebbles, larger stones begin to fall as though disrupted.
Which side or where in location to me?
So you're facing out.
I'm facing where you say the path continues down.
Yeah, so directly behind you, maybe a little over your left shoulder.
Okay. I'm going to turn around and look up.
All right. You see perched. Where did that just go? There we go. A larger than you've seen, mountain lion. The ruckus and the smell of blood, maybe from the horse that has fallen, has attracted at least one mountain lion. Something you know about mountain lions, at least these types of mountain lions, is that they don't tend to be alone.
Guys, we got mountain lions.
Okay. Felix, I guess you're moving back.
Did this horse make it fully across?
No, you need to roll one more time, I think, right?
Yes, with the guidance.
Okay.
Okay. It's a 9. I'm tempted to use my D2 here because I feel like a 10 is like I can live with that, but a 9, I don't know. But then again, I don't want to like blow it.
Up to you.
It's just a D2. I'll use it now. 10.
10 even. It's a good thing you rolled a 10 because you saved the horse.
Tom, what did you do?
Okay.
Oh, there.
So I think actually it has one more, right?
Oh, that I don't know. I thought that was the last one. I was not keeping track, to be honest. If anyone was, feel free to inform me.
Does anyone remember? I think that was the second to last.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I'm not.
Because I think I would have moved the horse.
Sounds good.
The horse is now concentrating.
Well, I did use. I guess it's good that I used my guidance on that one. All right, one more.
Yep.
Okay, 20. Unnatural.
All right, yeah, the horse is there. You're good.
Fantastic.
However, you guys see now coming from the cliff faces more lions, mountain lions.
Uh-oh.
What are the squares?
They're 5 feet.
Can I fire off a spell?
We can roll initiative.
Oh dear.
We'll get Oro after this, Iris.
All right, so everyone roll initiative. We are now entering
Ouch.
combat. As these mountain lions have tracked your scent, your noise, maybe even the death of a horse, and are going to go after you all. All right, 25 to 20. Anybody?
20.
All right, Felix at 20. All right. What is it? 19 to 15. Nobody.
Nice.
Excuse me. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. 14 to 10.
11.
Okay. 11 for Thera. All right, Jara, what was yours?
I got a 5.
And what was
I got a
yours?
7.
What did Oro get, or did she go on your turn?
She goes right after my turn.
Stand, Jared.
So 5 is for Jara. And 7 is for...
Tom, save me.
Okay. Felix. It's your turn.
All right.
You guys are slowly being encased or surrounded by these mountain lions.
Felix will use his 25 movement to climb up this wall here
Okay.
to his left. I won't try to do that myself,
I
but
think I might have markers for this. But continue. I'm listening.
he'll unsheath his rifle from his holster, which is really just a bag of holding, and fire off his first shot of the new gun.
Okay, which one are you shooting?
Oh, right. I'll shoot the closest one.
Okay.
Try to draw its attention so it doesn't maul Jara or the horses that we just worked so hard to save.
Well, Jar can't stand, so
Stand, but
God,
only
yeah.
facing that way.
yeah, I can't turn around.
Well, I have a feeling this is not successful. I rolled a 9 to hit.
9 will not hit, unfortunately.
9.
Well, at least I got their attention.
However, your shot
Does it
rings
scare them at
out.
all?
No, it doesn't. But
Damn.
what happens is your shot rings out. You hear a kind of echo sound bouncing off of the spires, and you watch as the bullet flies ahead past the mountain lion that Felix aimed at and into the rock face and a rather large chunk of rock is blown off, showing the power, the increased range that Felix now possesses, despite missing. Okay. Anything else, Felix?
Nope, that is all.
All right. I will continue to look for. I have to remember where these are. I know I have them, just don't know where. But I do have them. All right. Next up is. Why don't I hear music? Okay. Oh, I think these are all like copyrighted out of the playlist. Hold on. This is what happens when you use music curated by other people. They don't check copyright.
Rip.
Rip indeed. Okay. This should be good. There we go. Okay. We are up to this lion in the back, wrapped around the spires. And she's going to go after Oro. I'll call her Lioness A, so we know.
Oh
Wait,
shit!
I
There's
missed
more
this.
over
There are. Yeah, what?
Yeah, it's
oh,
all back.
fuck.
Climbing
Oh,
over the rocks.
Yeah, there's fucking 6
Hey,
of them.
on the
That's
other
why I
side.
said surrounded.
Dude, rip Oro. Okay, you're gonna have to make a new one, Iris.
All right.
Oh my god.
There will be 2 mauling attacks with paws on Oro. First strike is a 7, which misses.
Nope.
Second is a 21.
Yep.
And that will be... All right, that will be 7 slashing damage for that hit. Okay. Then we have, I'll call this one Lioness B. That would be this one back here. Okay. She will run up with 50 feet of movement and go after the horse.
No, I worked so hard.
All right. So, for the record, before I do this, let's name
Jared,
the
what do you have
horses.
against horses?
Here, this is cruel.
What?
Why do
What?
you
We have.
Let's name the horses before they die.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you don't have to name them. Just something to attach them to you, so
I
that at
see.
the end of this, if something happens, we know whose horses it was.
I understand now what you mean. I thought you meant like let's just make it sentimental.
So I mean, we can roll for whose horses these are, but just or you can go off and take your own. But we need to know. We know
No,
Theris
you're
is
right.
dead,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
just twist the knife in a little more.
So mine would be this one, right? The second one to cross.
Yes. So write yours on that. So this is Felix.
You got it.
Yep.
Or should I do it?
I got it. Which one's Jara's?
It's probably whichever one was the first one.
So it's probably
This one?
this one.
Rip.
I guess
Well,
this one back here is
I guess you could say it was Jar's horse.
This one. You want this to be Iris or Oro's back here, Paul?
Oh, there's one back there too. Hold on.
Guys, I can't afford to buy another horse, so someone's gonna need to spot me.
Oro. We'll call that one Oro's. And then
Yeah.
this one will be-
Starting to believe this encounter is designed to just kill our horses.
Perhaps.
One,
No, you
one
can
way or
save
the
them.
other.
They can miss. You could save them, but
Mm.
who knows?
This is just like that lizard all over again, Jared.
Yeah.
I worked so hard to keep it alive just for it to have to die anyway.
This is how life goes sometimes. All right, so it will make 2 attacks on the horse. Horses actually have fairly high ACs, especially your horse, your kind of horse. Yeah, pretty good constitution. Higher than you would think for a big animal without armor.
We
First
talking
one-
about riding horses?
No, these aren't riding horses. I didn't
Okay.
classify them as riding horses. They were more war horses.
Okay. Okay. I was about to say.
You kind of
We're-
need a more formidable horse for the spires.
Gotcha.
So I think that's why you guys chose to get the nicer,
I was about to say. I am concerned.
the German engineering version of horses.
The Audubon horses.
Yeah, that's right. First one will hit, and the second one will hit as well. So keep track of your own horse, if you will. So Jara, this is your horse. Your horse starts with 26 HP.
Oh, jeez. All right, hold on, wait.
All of yours start with 26, except for, I think, well, Tom's died, so not Tom's.
Tom starts with 0.
Whose is this one back here?
That's Oro's, supposedly. Supposed
Okay,
to be.
word.
But I hit enter.
About to be a free horse.
Free horse.
You have little faith, man. Sometimes, you know.
It's not a lack of faith in the horse.
Can my horse attack?
All right, so Jara, they do have attacks. Yes, they have trampling charges.
You said they all start with 26.
They all start with 26. Tom's had 28. I rolled a little better for Tom's, but unfortunately it
Okay.
passed. So now it has 0. All right. So the first strike on Jara's horse is 5 slashing. The second is 6 slashing.
Right.
So, theoretically, Therasari has Revivify.
Yeah.
So let's imagine a world where he was able to get down to his horse, flying carpet style.
I believe
If you
Would-
can
would
get there
that-
within the next 60 seconds, then you probably
Well,
can
no,
revivify it.
Surely it's already passed. I'm just
Yeah.
wondering, like,
the time has passed. You would need like a stronger spell other than Revivify.
well, but let's say it
Yes,
was
you
within the
could've.
time frame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally. Is Revivify the one that costs a diamond?
Yeah,
Yeah. As long as you
which
have your-
Felix has.
Yeah, so then you could totally have done it, or to your comrades
Okay.
or whatever. Totally.
All right.
All right, that is Lioness B. So we'll slash twice at your horse. These lions, they're almost as big as the horses themselves. Now, like male lions usually get that big, but these are lionesses. They're female, so the fact that they're this big surely means either they're eating well, or they've just kind of adapted to be a little more
Yeah, all
hardy.
these horses
True.
are eating very well.
All right, the next one is over back by Oro, and this is a male lion. Okay, so he will come around and go for Oro. This guy gets 3 strikes.
Jesus!
First is a miss. Second is a fucking miss. Third is a natural 19. That hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Got lucky here. That's 9 points of slashing.
Okay.
Okay, that's that one. So we have A, B, and C done. Next up is... I actually put one too many here. Sorry.
No, it's alright, Jared. I'm okay with you deleting them.
All right, and then the next one is over here. This is Lioness D. And
These nuts.
just go for you, Jara. Okay, 2 strikes on you. First is...
Oh, boy.
That is a 16.
Yep.
Okay, and then the second strike is a 12.
Yep.
Okay, they both hit.
I do not have my mage armor on yet.
All right, so that's 5 slashing for the first
Okay.
and 5 slashing for the second.
So 10. Okay.
All right. Looking at the exterior of these lions, this pack, you notice that they are very well camouflaged for the kind of dark brown rocky terrain that they live in. And you can see that they have special claws, and they've adapted at least their paws and their tails for like climbing sharp, steep cliffs and bluffs. They're like a mix between what's a good like a lynx and like a lion. They're pretty intense, pointy ears, bunch of sharp teeth. All right, so that's D going, or D is done. All right, Thera, you are up.
Okay. So we only see these 2 lines for now.
I'm sure Jara shouted
There-
that there's more. Oh,
Okay.
that's fair.
All right.
I
did
don't. You
shout out
don't
to
know
the
that.
lion.
You don't know that Oro is being mauled, though. I will say that.
Right.
Yeah, that I wouldn't.
Oro can't even scream.
Oro has no mouth.
This is awful.
And then, Iris, you're on deck.
Okay.
The lions
All
can't
right,
even
so-
eat Oro.
Therathari is gonna move around here, and we'll cast. Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 5. Nope. All right, different plan. Hmm. It's pretty tough spot.
Nowhere to run.
All right. Yep. I think that's the best he can do. Yeah, he will move around here after all. I guess. Yeah. How far does this reach? Yeah. All right. Here. That's the play, and we're gonna do Burning Hands. Try to catch these 2 lionesses.
Okay. So, do you roll or do they roll?
They need to succeed on a dexterity throw. of
All right.
15.
This is for Lioness D, dexterity. 17. And then the Lioness B, 9.
All right, so B will take 10 fire damage, and D will take 5.
So B is at 10 fire damage. Got it. All right, so this
I clicked the wrong one.
now is this like a flame that shoots from you, or is it just emanate? Like,
Yeah, it's from his hands.
Okay, so you kind of put both your hands out, extend towards either side of you at these ferocious beasts. They give a growl, and you send loose a bolt of flame. Let's see if I have a. See if I have.
I feel like wild animals don't like fire.
No, they definitely.
That,
Hoping
That
for an
is
extra
normally the
debuff in there
case.
somewhere.
I feel like I have. Like
If we're lucky, the horses will back up too.
a voice for I can use for the blind. Trying to find it. All right, I don't know how this sounds, but we'll try it. All right, it should just roar. Okay, ready? Here we go. You have to let me know. Hello? Loading.
I'm not hearing anything if anything's supposed to be playing.
Nothing? Hello? Nothing?
No.
All right. Well, I'll have to find it again. I had one where it would just like roar when I spoke.
I heard something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Sorry for the immersion, but anyway, it gives an angry roar at you. Both of them give an angry roar at you, Therathari, and you can see that their eyes, otherwise dark black, have a shimmer of a little bit of light green as they look towards you, Okay. That will be there. Or your turn, right there, Thor. Do you want to do anything else?
That is it.
Okay. Terra's done. Iris.
Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. Yeah, so I guess we'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I guess I will just dash as my action. So just to start getting in the way.
Sure.
As a bonus action, I think Iris's mental command for Oral's like, "Oh, there are lions here. Could you cross the chasm when you get a chance?" Or just kind of like,
Bruh.
so Oro's move, which is right after mine.
Yes, correct.
Which, yeah, I think. Yeah, so action will be to disengage.
Okay, sure.
And then should go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, which is for movement.
All right, so if you want, you can try and pass this on your next turn.
Okay.
Okay. All right. However difficult that may be. All right.
Yep, so she's done action, bonus action, so that's our turn.
Okay. Then it's Lion E,
Nice. I get to go last.
and you are last, Chara. All right, so Lion E will jump down using 10 feet. Okay. And the rest of its movement, which is 40 more feet. Actually. Yep. It's 30 feet of movement. And it will go for you, Iris, with 3 strikes.
That's
3
fine.
attack. Doing your job. That is a 16, which will miss.
16 misses.
That's a 23.
Give me a second. I gotta check something real quick. How is this like a cliff? Like, is this open cliff over here?
No. So the path is basically what happens is it kind of not spirals, but it kind of curves around, right?
Okay.
And this part here is another spire.
Okay.
Block.
So this this section right here, like this isn't like open cliff
Correct.
fall
no.
off. This is just a wall.
No, so it kind of it gets like this is all spire here, and then
Okay.
path will extend and kind of narrow this way.
Okay. So it's rocky. Okay. Yeah, that squashes the idea I had, but that's okay. The 20-something does still hit.
All right, so you want it to hit? Okay.
Yeah. I don't think using my reaction to push it away would affect anything.
Okay. So this will be 10 points
Actually,
of slash. Oh, yeah.
weird question.
Sure.
So I do have a repulsion shield equipped to me currently.
Yeah.
So the way it works is that while holding it, I can use a reaction immediately after being hit by a melee attack
Okay.
to expend one of the charges and push the attacker up to 15 feet away. Is there a specified direction that can be, or can I like angle it so that it's pushed
Yeah,
up and
totally.
out?
You can totally
Okay,
angle.
yeah, I'm gonna use my reaction to push it 15 feet back up the way it came.
Okay. Do you does it roll for?
No, that's just the thing.
Okay, and then does it do the damage to you?
It still does the damage, so I have
Okay.
to take the hit, but then the reaction is afterwards.
All right, so
How much
then
damage was that again?
It's 10 slashing.
Got it.
Okay, and then is it immediately after being attacked,
Yep,
or is it
immediately
after an
after being-
action?
So after being hit by a melee attack. So
Okay, yeah. So you can
the hit
interrupt.
goes through, I
yeah,
take the damage, and then the repulsion shield goes off,
Totally.
and I'll push it 15 feet back up the cliff.
Okay. Well, so 15 feet will kind of get it like here, like anywhere in this radius.
Yeah, that's fine. Just a little, just away from me. If it's got more movement, it can come on back, but
It only has 1 square,
let's go.
so it will, or hexagon, it will move here. That's all it can do, and you are out of range.
Woo.
All right, so it mauls you, and as soon as it does, Iris, please explain how your new repulsion works.
So the shield that Iris has been carrying around has been suffused with some of the different thunder energies that she originally had with the first bit of armor. And so rather than that thunder being used to prevent attacks against other people, it's now just being used to prevent offense in a different way. This time it's concentrated thunder that throws a forcible concussive blast at this lion and kind of throws it up the cliff and it rolls back down.
Okay. Roll me a d6 for bludgeoning. Almost knocked my beer over.
5.
5 bludgeoning. Okay, it will take 5 damage as it comes down. Normally these are hardy animals, but are not hardy, very dexterous animals. But I would assume a special case can be made for when it's unwillingly blasted in the air. So 5 damage to it. Okay, it comes down, gets to its feet, and because it has to do that, can't move. Actually, I don't think it could get to its feet. Right? That's half its movement. So it's prone. Not dead, but prone. All right. That is its turn. Jara.
All right, so I am just gonna. I mean, I'm gonna fall, but I'm gonna kind of angle myself
Okay.
because I want to get a cone that doesn't hit Iris or Therathari, but hits the all 3 lions.
Okay. Can you do that?
I think so. If I go like here, it's a 30-foot cone. So if I angle it, kind of like that way.
Okay. Sure.
I'm going to then use 2 sorcery points, and I'm going to give myself my mage armor, and then I'm going to quicken spell Rhymes Binding Ice.
Okay.
Whoops, that's not what to do. So they each need to make a Constitution saving throw. All 3 lions.
All right. I will start with the proned one. Lion E. Con save, you say?
Con save.
18 for that one.
All right, that one passes.
Can you stop? Hold on. The cat is knocking things off. Stop it.
Classic cat.
For real. He looks at me and knocks it off. All right. And then this is for Lioness D. 14.
That fails.
And then for B, 15.
That also fails.
Okay, so both fail,
All right.
and Big Daddy
So
doesn't.
the ones that fail, they take 3d8 cold damage, and they are kind of like encased in ice
Okay.
for 1 minute, or until another creature uses its action to break away the ice. A creature hindered by ice has its speed reduced to 0, so they can't move. It doesn't say that they can break it. Just another creature has to use its action to break it.
Okay, so they're essentially, encased
They're
in ice.
basically, like I guess you could say like their limbs, their like lower limbs or feet or something are encased in ice, so they can't move.
Okay.
So and then the one that saves just takes half damage. Yeah. So let me roll the damage. 6, 9. So that's 10. So the 2 that failed take 10 damage. The one that passed takes 5.
So D and B, 10. 5. And they are, what did you say? Like, what do you think I should put on that?
Immobilized, I guess.
Okay.
All right, do you have an immobilized?
I'm going to check. Okay, let's see. Felix, I think you can try and stand on this. If it
Oh,
is-
I am so sorry, but I think I'm gonna come down
Oh,
like
that's
this
fine.
turn. So
Okay.
I appreciate it.
No, now I know where it is, so this is good. Good exercise. Okay, and then Dan, I have to get a slow token for you. Or for them, rather. I'm just going to put slowed. I think that's fine. I don't think I have anything else that would work here for that. Maybe restrained? Sure. So just 2 restrained, yeah?
Whatever. It just means that they can't move.
Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure it was just those two. Okay, so all right. So what happens is this layer of ice coats the outside fur, or the fur of these mountain lions, and they're not too used to being cold. But regardless, they are muscles lock up, and it's almost as though they have this suit of ice armor that is preventing them from moving. They look confused for a moment before they are frozen in place. Okay. That end your turn, Jara? Do you want to move or do anything?
No, because they still get an attack. So, I think I'm just gonna stay in place.
Okay. Back up to Felix.
All right, so Felix is on this wall. He's going to make his way over here by like wrapping around and drop down onto this rock here.
Perfect. Yeah. Nailed it.
And he's going to stop concentrating on spider climb, but he's going to start concentrating on, hold on, arcane weapon.
Okay.
So the way that I would like to flavor this is Felix reloads his gun and inserts a special little like kind of cartridge thing, an alchemical solution, and he takes aim at the lion that is this one within range of Jara?
Yes. Jara's
Okay,
standing
yeah,
in
he'll
front. Yep.
take aim at that one.
Okay.
And fire. It is a 16.
On that one, we'll hit.
Okay. Hold on. Just trying to find my D10 here. There we go. Okay. Oh, double ones? You gotta be kidding me.
Boo. Big
Ooh.
boo.
It is still 12 damage, but that's lame.
12 on D. Okay.
Yes, and if it matters, 10 of that is fire, or sorry, 6 of that is fire damage.
All right. Now, does this count as shaking this away, Daniel?
No, it says until another creature uses its action to break away the ice. So
Oh,
they
yeah,
have to
I'm firing well above the
specifically-
feet.
Yeah, they have to specifically like use an action to break the ice.
Sure. Okay.
So if the attack can be done without doing that, I would assume that's probably what we're doing.
Okay, yeah, I think the rules as stated is spend an action to do it. So, yeah, it's still encased in ice. All right. You see as the bullet pierces the exterior of this like ice covered mountain lion, it lets out a kind of a yelp, which seems to embolden its litter mates in some way, pack mates. Okay, is that end your turn, Felix? Did you like to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm not sure how much movement I have. I mean, you can be the judge of that.
So where did you start?
Well, I was like right here, 25 feet up.
Okay, yeah.
Just
So,
walked around and dropped.
yeah, so then 5, 10, 15, 20. So you have what, 10 feet left?
Like 5 feet left.
5 feet?
So I'll use that 5 feet to just kind of like hide behind this rock
All right, let me...
type thing. There we go. Yeah, that's like where I want to be. And I am still concentrating, so I'll just leave that.
Okay. Perfect. All right, that will end your turn. One thing to note, Felix, the loud echo of your shots, they seem to echo for some time before becoming inaudible. All right. A. Yeah, it's like impossible for you to stand, Dan. I tried. All right.
All right, I'm gonna like just mark
5,
right here.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 in range. All right. It will attempt to charge you.
Oh dear.
So with a 10-foot running start, the lioness can start its charge action, and it will attempt to literally run at you and kind of forward, like head down, butt you off the side of this cliff face.
Oh dear.
Oh shit.
So your choice between not athletics. Your choice between a strength or a dexterity save.
I guess we'll go Dex, because Oro's Dex saves are better.
Oro's going
And-
full Mufasa here.
It will go. It will be against this lion's attack.
All
So-
right, that's an 18 from Oro.
Let's go.
That is a 16 from the lioness.
Ooh.
So what happens is it runs forward. Oro instinctively kind of implants herself. Her feet gets a nice athletic stance. And as this lion runs up and attempts to headbutt, Oro is able to, using her leverage, just her sheer weight, basically parry this charge and kind of push the lioness's head past her kind of sideways. The lioness will pull back. You are safe for the moment.
For now.
For now. Okay. B will go. If Oro was breathing, she would have held her breath for that one. All right, restrained. So it can attack, right? Dan?
Yeah, it doesn't say that they can't attack, just that they have their speed reduced to 0.
Got it. All right, so muscles locked up, but it will go for Iris.
Bring it on.
So this is 2 attacks. First is a 24.
That one'll hit.
Second is an 18.
Misses.
It will take 6 slashing.
Okay.
All right, so it will maul you there. All right, then we are up to C, which is back over yonder. This one, not quite enough space here. So this one will, let's see. Okay.
I love choke points.
It definitely wouldn't do that. So I guess for this, it will give a loud roar. Maybe a signal to something, a signal like roar. However, it will do that, and then it will back off about 10 feet and get really low and kind of in a pounce position, kind of waiting, and it will hold its action. All right, that's C, and then D will go. So it will attack you, Jara, because you didn't move twice. That's a 6, which will not a 6. That's an 11, which will miss. 11 miss. Yeah.
Yep,
That is a 13.
that also misses.
Okay. You are able to effectively maneuver out of the way of both paw attacks. Coming very close to your face, you can see the razor sharp talons. With just
The ice just slows them down just enough.
just half an inch closer, and it would have done some serious damage. All right, Therathar, you are up.
Alright, I'm trying to fix Jara. He's
Nah, it's not gonna happen. No,
Yeah.
I'm on the green dot. So the green dot is gonna be my square. I'm just gonna mark
Alright.
myself with that.
so Lion E, is it out of commission?
He's not dead. He's
It's
prone
It's prone.
Yeah.
Okay.
after being tossed in the air.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Iris, you are on deck as well.
Okay.
I also assume the rope is no longer active. Oro just left it on the ground.
Yeah, it's probably pulling back now, yeah.
All right, what's the plan here?
Okay. The plan is I'm gonna step over here and bludgeon this lioness.
Go ahead.
It is a 19.
That will hit for sure.
For 1 damage
Oh
Let's
no.
go.
from the
Okay.
maul.
So Lioness will take 1. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
you slam into it. It's got a pretty hardy exterior, and it's covered in ice, so didn't quite do as much as you'd like.
Oh my god.
But
Sorry.
as a bonus action, we'll cast. Yeah, I think I already pressed the button for it accidentally. Shield of Faith on Iris. Gives
Hey.
+2 AC
Very nice. For how long?
Woo!
until I break concentration.
Okay, so you are concentrating. Yep.
Up to 10 minutes.
Okay, great. Iris, you're up.
Okay.
Blessed by your ally, feeling a little bit hardier. What do you do?
So I'm just trying to mentally map out. So this section here is like raised spire.
No, so that section that you're outlining,
Mm-hmm.
this is open. It's the next spire is what gives this a wall on the exterior.
Okay, so this section is walled off, but everything up here is still
Correct.
walkable.
Yes, you got it.
Okay, perfect. That makes more sense now. Let's see. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I need to double check spacing. I think if I go 5, 10, 15, 20, I think if there's a 20-foot sphere centered around me, it hits all 3 of these lions and doesn't hit anyone else.
Okay,
I
you will
think.
take attack of opportunity though. On
Yeah, that's fine.
B. E can't. You're out of range.
You're gonna hit Jara's green dot at 20.
Okay, if I'm here, does that hit?
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
then
that
you're good.
works.
Yep.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, yep.
Okay, so first is the 2 strikes from the
Is
lioness.
it 1 or 2 strikes?
It's 1. It's
for-
1. Yeah, it's always
Okay,
1.
okay.
Natural 20.
Oh no.
I'm gonna Luckstone that.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's a good thing you did because it had a chance to knock you prone.
Oof. Yeah, that's not happening.
A 21.
That does not hit.
Shield of Faith,
go.
baby.
All right. So
go.
what happens is, Iris, you start to move. This claw attack comes after you, and this like emanation of yourself, this like ephemeral copy, temporarily comes out and just eats the blow, and you're able to move forward as though
Ooh.
unfazed. All right, and carry on with your
Okay.
turn.
Bonus action. She'll just mentally ping for Oro. Okay, I think we need you now. And Iris is going to center a fireball on herself. So that will be herself from the 3 lions
Sure.
to take dexterity saving throws.
Go ahead. So
What?
this, I believe, if you're prone, do you automatically fail?
Let me double check.
You might have disadvantage.
Prone has nothing against against dexterity checks, so dex checks are fine.
Okay.
Restrained is what gives disadvantage
Yes.
on dex saves.
Seems a little peculiar, but hey, the rules as written.
Yep.
All right,
But
so
yeah.
3. So we'll start with you, Iris.
Okay, so we'll go with my dexterity saving throw, which is a 11's failing myself, but I'm going to use my reaction to absorb elements and fire and take quarter damage from fire.
Okay, sure.
That's pretty cool.
All right,
All
so
right.
we'll get to your description of that in a second because that's pretty badass. All right, Lioness D, I'm going to impose disadvantage because they can't move. Even though that may not exactly be as the rules are written, but that just doesn't make any sense. If you can't move, how can you dodge anything? Or brace for anything. All right, so the first Lioness D with disadvantage, that's a 7.
That
will
fails.
Fail. And then we'll go for B. That is a 16.
Fails.
Okay. And then we'll go for E, which doesn't have disadvantage, just a straight roll. That's a 21.
That one will succeed, so it'll take half damage.
All right, so full on those 2, half on those, and a quarter on you.
Okay, and then 8d6 fire damage, which I think I'm just going to roll on roll 20 because it's easier to
Yeah,
do that.
totally. Go ahead.
Oh, that's a little laggy, but that's all right. Okay, so it's going to be 21 points of fire damage on failures.
21 on failure. So that's
we
D.
round.
E? B?
Yep, so D and E. We're rounding up for this
Yeah,
campaign.
always
so
up.
11 points of damage to
D.
the lion,
Yep, or E.
and I am taking 6 points of fire damage.
11 there.
Does your fireball have to be centered on yourself?
No,
No, but
to hit everyone, probably.
it doesn't.
Well-
So it doesn't have to be centered on myself. It's just that the last time Iris tried to cast it, it's centered on herself. So she's been playing around with that idea. She
And
can
the absorb
breathe it.
elements is like a cool combo. Yeah.
Yeah, she can breathe it, but if she's trying to avoid hitting everyone else, her first thought was, well, if it hits me, I'll be fine.
Yeah, why don't you describe that? Because this is the first time that that's really happened, and that's a pretty
Yeah.
badass move.
So thank God the lions don't all know counterspell. Iris is going to try and duck away from their claws to try and get their attention. And the first time she cast Fireball, she sort of breathed out a small little mote of flame that exploded. And the second time she tried it, it got counterspelled. This time, the draconic armor that is infused into her system will begin to glow red, much like a heat metal spell, and then expel all of that flame outward from her person, essentially like a giant grenade.
Awesome. Okay.
You'd notice that some of the scales will actually adjust their directions to try and avoid giving Iris the maximum effect of the blast, which is where the absorb elements will come from.
Using that armor to your advantage. I love it. Okay, that's an awesome turn.
And then,
Yeah, go on.
and then there's Oro's turn, but we can get to that in a sec. If you
No,
have other things.
go for Oro. Yeah.
Okay. Oro has nothing else to lose, I don't think, right now. So
YOLO.
as an action, we're going to dash.
Okay.
Let's go.
So I'll give you a little bit of DM metagame, kind of. So if you get hit, that will severely penalize your roll here. So you could take an action to disengage. Just want you to know that. Or you can dash. Totally up to you. I just want you to know, in good faith, I'm being a good faith DM, that if you get hit, it will make it very hard to cross this.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? If that lioness gets a swing on Oro, who does not have a great average middling AC, yeah, we'll disengage.
Sure. Okay, so make me a
You
dex save.
All right. Dex save for Oro. That's 20 unnatural.
Okay. You are free and clear of that checkpoint.
Woo! All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So she's at the cusp of number 2. All
Yes, you are. Okay.
right, so that'll be our turn.
All right. I need all of you with animals that are alive to make an animal handling check.
Oh dear.
Oh, jeez.
18. Let's go.
I
3.
got a 6.
Okay. So Felix, your horse is able to listen to your command. Where would you like your horse to be positioned?
I would like my horse to be positioned.
It has a movement speed of 35 feet. Sorry, 60 feet.
All right. Felix will start shouting, "Beep," which means back up.
You see, you have 60 feet to move.
Oh, wait. Actually, maybe Felix won't do that then. Can I move down the path?
Yeah, you could totally do that.
All right. I'll move down the path because I feel like that's the safest place to be.
Okay, let me just. I'm just gonna copy this rock real quick, and I'll move it over just so we have something. May not be 100% accurate, but it'll be something. A sec. We're building live here. Okay. So I'll just draw, and on this rock, I'll draw the red where it's walled off. All right. So then it would continue this way.
Perfect. Then, yeah, like around this corner. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Boom.
All right, yeah, you're chilling. Or by you, I mean the horse. Okay. All right. So the rest of you failed, I believe.
Yep.
Yep.
So, you have a choice here. Okay, the choice is you give it a command, and I will roll to see if it understands. And if it doesn't, it will run in a random direction. Or it stays put and potentially gets mauled, or who knows. Your choice.
Oh, I should roll for Oro's Force, huh, too.
Yes, please. If you beat a 12, then you're fine.
If mine moves, it gets an attack of opportunity, right? On it.
It could potentially. You can also. The horse will use the disengage.
Okay, so I could have it. All right, I'll attempt to do that, I guess.
Okay. So go ahead and roll. I'll roll for. Actually, roll me a d20, a flat d20. I'll have you guys roll it.
Oof, 3.
Yeah. Okay. So then it will run in a random direction.
All right, well that's almost what I wanted.
All right. So a 1, rolling a d4. A 1 will be in front of it, and then 2 will be right, 3 will be back, 4 will be left, clockwise. So I'm rolling a 2. That's not a bad way to go here. It will
I'll
turn,
take it.
and it will run 60 as far as it can go here. Oop. Okay. All right. Iris and Oro.
Oro rolled a 12 on her animal.
Oh, so you're good. That just passes. So where does Oro
The
want?
thing is, Oro has no idea where her horse is, so she can't give it a command, so
She
it'll
also-
probably just stay put.
Can't give commands. Just straight.
She also can't give a command because she
True.
can't speak.
True.
So at least with a 12, I guess Oro's horse is hardy enough to just stay there, which is
Yeah.
probably the safest spot it can be at.
Probably.
Um,
And then your horse?
Iris would also, I think since she's not blocking off her horse, she'd probably try and get it to move closer to back here, but we'll see what happens.
All right. So same rules apply. I'll roll a d4. That's a 4.
Cowards.
It turns and runs backwards.
Let's go!
These cowardly horses don't even know what's coming.
It will go here. All right. Well, I swear these are random rolls. I'm not even kidding. I wish they were a little more random. Okay. Make this encounter a little more fun. The death of horses, you know? This encounter was designed to kill horses. according
Can you tell?
Ah!
He admits it.
Okay. That is Iris's turn. It is Lion E, who is pissed off and burnt asunder a little bit. And it will attempt to knock you prone, Iris,
Okay.
and stand over you. So it's going to wrestle you to the ground. So you have a choice between your athletics or acrobatics here. So strength or dex.
We'll go athletics.
Okay. And then it will be against its strength.
17.
19.
Oof. Yeah, we're prone.
All right, so you are knocked prone, and it stands over you. And then it will use its bite, which it gets if a creature is... you're not considered restrained, but grappled here.
Mm-hmm.
It gets this bite attack only in
Word.
this situation. So it will...
I'm also
literally-
prone, so you technically get advantage on melee strikes.
Yes. So it will roll advantage here. Okay, that's a 26. Roll the natural.
Yeah, that's hitting.
I'm not going to say because I'll give you the bonus. I keep doing that. It rolled a natural number. 1 through 20 it rolled. All right, so with the bite attack, this is... All right, that is 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
As its large mouth and sharp teeth pierce through your metal exoskeleton and dragonhide armor. It looks upset that no blood or gore has come out, but it still looks intent on wreaking more havoc. All right, Jara, you're up. You are still prone, Iris, and
Okay.
grappled.
Okay. I'm going to double up on spells. I'm going to use a slow.
Okay.
So all 3 of them,
Who's all three?
all
three
three
of
of the lions,
Okay.
they need, I'm concentrating, the wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I need another concentration for you. You can put that on your green square. I
Well,
should
I'm
actually-
going to hopefully move.
your grapple. All right, and then this is for slowed, right?
Yep,
So,
so they
wisdom.
need to make wisdom.
All right, I'll roll for the lioness D in front of you there.
Okay.
Wisdom 9.
Fail. Nice.
All right, and then we'll go for B 19.
Pass. Boo.
And then we'll go for E 14.
Fail. Okay. So the ones that failed, -2 to their AC. Their speed is half. They get a -2 to dex saving throws, and they can't use reactions, which is great for me because I'm going to move.
Okay. Let me
And
get
now
that.
it can't hit me. So I'm going to move 5. I'll probably move to like here now.
You're telling me that they have this and they don't have slowed. What the fuck is that?
Wonder-
That's annoying.
Yeah, panache.
But not slowed.
Oh, look, I can kind of stand with the concentration thing, Jared. Look at that.
Oh, there you go. All right, so I'm gonna leave the restrain there. So
It can either use on its turn, it can either use an action or bonus action, and it can only make one attack. It can't multi-attack.
Okay. All right.
And then they attempt the save at the end of their turn.
Great.
Another one.
Will that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Jara is done. Felix, back to you.
All right. Felix is going to pop a potion.
All right.
He is going to drink as a bonus action, right? I can drink a potion.
Correct.
An elixir of boldness,
Hell yeah.
making him incredibly bold.
You are bold. Exclamation point bold.
And he will take aim once more at the lion that is mauling Iris.
Okay.
Now with added accuracy.
Yeah, -2 to AC here. So what'd you get?
I meant from the boldness, but also from that, I got a 12 plus 6, 8. Or 18, not 8.
Yeah. 18 will hit.
Okay, great. And hopefully he will do a little bit more damage this time. Hey, yeah, 15.
15 damage. That's great. So
5
your
of it fire.
yeah, so your bullet whips through the lion, goes straight through the torso, and out the other end you hear it bang into the collide into the rock wall there. Blood is now gushing out of the side of this lion, which has been similarly burnt by the strike. Would you like to do anything else?
I would not. I would like to keep cowering behind my rock.
Hmm.
And
Are you still concentrating?
I am. Yes, on arcane weapon.
Got it. All right, we are up to A, which is over yonder. All right, it's gonna chase down Oro.
All right.
So Dex check here with advantage. This is his favorite terrain. Yeah, to 23. So it was here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. All right. It's going to ooh. It's going to attempt to charge you again.
Oh dear.
All right. So it's going to run up and attempt to nuzzle you off. I need a similar roll. You have a choice between dexterity or strength saving.
Okay, where
Let's
is
back.
Oro's stats again? Yeah, she gets a better dex save. Let's try that.
Okay. You have to beat, just for the record, you have to beat a 14.
She got a 13.
Oh!
Oof.
Oh.
That's rough.
Okay. So, Oro is knocked off. The rope isn't up, and I'm
Or
not.
does have her climbing things.
She
She
does have the
does.
climbing gear on, yeah.
Okay. She has it on, which means I will allow her to make one single dexterity saving throw. I'll say it outright now, because you're falling down a sheer cliff face. You need to beat a 17.
All right, kiddo, let's do this.
Meet or beat a 17. Dex save.
Unnatural 20.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
16 plus 4, baby!
Okay. So what happens is Oro is initially taken by surprise as this galloping, leaping lioness, or bounding lioness, leaps at her and uses the weight of its body and its jump to try and push Oro off, and does. Oro begins to fall backwards, almost going completely horizontal, and instinctively, yeah, you have the pick, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And instinctively, as she's falling, slams her right arm with the pick into the stone wall and finds purchase, and then falling backwards, basically you're hanging on with just one pick off the side of the cliff, right over the tough point here.
Good thing I bought those picks.
So that's a tough DC to beat, and you fucking beat it. You are hanging on for dear life, Oro. Hanging on for dear life.
Well,
Okay.
dear automated life. Autonomous life.
An encounter designed to kill more than just horses.
Yeah. An encounter designed to kill, period. All right.
Yeah.
B can't do anything. It's frozen. Right? Oh, although, did you break that concentration? Was that concentration or no?
No, that's not a they're just they can't move for 1 minute. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so they're frozen.
Unless another creature, and it specifically says is that another creature has to spend an action to break it.
Yeah, no, they're frozen. B and D are frozen. And so C.
D can make one attack still.
Oh,
it's
right,
slow.
correct. And Therathar is there. Thank you.
B can't because no one's around it, but D can. But it can only make one.
Why are these fucking songs speaking? All right, Therathari, this attack is on you. A single maul attack here. That is
I'll use a warding flare reaction for disadvantage here.
okay. Good, because I rolled a natural 19, and after that a 9, it will miss. All right, you are able to dodge that. That is D's turn. C will go. Not necessarily in that order, but basically. All right. We need a dex save from our boy here. Advantage. Yep. That's a 17. So it was here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, and then it will use its action to dash, and will attempt to leap onto this hexagon in front of Oro.
Oh boy.
All right, so I need to make a dexterity check here with the lion.
Man.
That is a 17. Bruh. I know you want to be center of attention.
A baby.
I have to feed him. He's bugging me. All right. So yeah, it leaps and will stop itself, kind of leaps forward, uses its left front paw to kind of push itself against the wall and kind of come down in front of Oro. But that is its full turn because it can't move or attack. Now he's throwing a tantrum. Hey, stop it. All right. Sarah.
Okay. I'll do
You can just move away. It can't take a reaction on you.
Oh, I can't. I don't even have to disengage. You're saying?
No, it has no reaction when it's slowed.
Ah, okay, sweet. Yeah, just move away then.
Sure.
Assuming is being weird. Oh, there we go. Would Therathori notice
Oh,
that Oro
Jared.
isn't here?
Yes.
D makes a save again.
Oh, thank you. And so does B.
B wasn't slowed. It was just E and D. B has ice on it,
Ah.
and D is ice and slow. E is just slow.
All right. So for B, Wisdom 12.
All right, so it's still under.
All right. Go on, Therathor. You do know Oro is not there. Correct.
But not of the situation Oro's in.
No, you have no idea.
Okay. Therathari will, I guess, take a stance here. And he's going to cast a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
It will appear next to the lion attacking Iris.
Okay.
It's,
Let me pull that out for you.
yeah.
You can continue on with your turn. I'll pull it out.
Yeah, it's just going to attack that lion.
All right. So go ahead
This is
and
a
roll.
bonus action, by the way.
Yep.
That is a 15.
A 15.
Yeah.
My spiritual weapon thing isn't there anymore. Hold on.
It pops up and then disappears.
Will you actually see it though?
Yeah,
Yeah, we saw it.
I
Oh.
saw it, but then it like disappeared.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it now.
All right.
Oh, now it disappeared again.
This thing failed to load on mine.
Yeah, that's what it says on mine. All right.
Hmm.
Let me. I have another thing I think I can use here, but maybe not. All right. Maybe I'll just use a sword or something. I'll have to find a new token. I don't know why that doesn't work anymore. I guess they stopped it. They stopped supporting it. So, all
Rip.
right. What can I grab in the meantime? Let's see. Sorry. I was not expecting no spiritual weapon. It's like the one thing that's important. They don't have it.
I have a plan.
Here we go. Let's see if there's something in here. Here we go. An old greatsword. It won't let me image load. Whatever.
I see it there, but I can't move it.
Yeah, I have to unpin it. There you go. Good enough for now. Spiritual weapon.
Okay. So it's here, and
Cool.
it attacks the lion. Only a
Uh,
15.
that will hit the lion.
Okay, it'll take. Oh, that's pretty good. 9 points
Okay.
of. Let's see, I forget what.
I think it's force damage.
Say again?
Is it force damage?
Oh yeah, it is force. Yep.
All right. How would you like to do this, my friend?
Oh Jesus!
Um.
Okay, all right,
Therathari,
let's go.
reaching into his bag of tricks, takes up a defensive stance by the horses, and summons his spiritual weapon, which is in the form of a glaive, basically. And it's just going to come down on the lion's midriff,
All right.
trying to deal as much damage as possible, while distracting it.
All right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Why are you flipping B? That was on
Oh.
E.
Oh, I thought you
The
said
lion.
B.
Oh,
Okay,
E is an echo.
Sorry. No. E is not.
Oh, I was
that.
about to say, damn.
Well, now you know that B has
E's
9 or
squishy.
less HP. But yeah, E. No, I'm so sorry. I completely misheard that. Okay. Yeah, E is okay. Not okay, but still alive.
But it's
So
pretty
no-
fucked up.
9 more on E. Okay. Sorry. All right.
So did this actually hit? 15?
Yes, definitely hit with the
Okay.
slow, especially. Okay.
Alrighty. So that was a bonus action. The action will be to cast
Kill lion.
Vicious Mockery on the same.
Nice.
must succeed on Wisdom or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Okay, I will get disadvantage to hit token here. That I know I still have.
So Wisdom save for this line.
13.
13 ties the DC.
So meets it beats, and so is it
All
still
right,
disadvantage to
that is
hit?
that. Nope, nothing happens.
Okay. All right, Iris.
All right. So I am grappled, but not like prone or restrained. Technically,
You're
what
prone,
condition? am I-
grappled and prone, but you're not restrained.
Okay.
The lion
okay,
is
okay,
slow.
okay. I'd love to go on the offense, but seeing that I have 15 hit points, I'm going to give myself a second level cure wounds.
Okay.
Because God, do I need that health right now. So it would be 2d8 plus 5. Lovely. Oh, that's fine. 13 hit points is coming back.
Bad.
With my action. Bonus action, I think at this point Iris is a bit more concerned with dealing with the lion. So she figures Iris will get here on her own time. So that's that turn. And then
Oro.
Oro. So is Oro like still on this cliff face, or is she like hanging off it?
She's hanging off it with the one pick at this moment.
Okay. So climbing gear, was it just one pick or did it come with two?
It came with 2, but all you had
Yeah,
time
there's
for
2.
was 1.
Okay.
So you can
Is she,
attempt
is
to
she able
climb
to-
it now.
is she able to grab for the second one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's kind of like out here, I guess, like
So
hanging
you're
off-
literally hanging off of this ledge.
off the edge. Okay, word. Because she hasn't been given an action, her action is going to be the dodge action.
Yeah,
So
totally.
attacks against her at disadvantage, and she's going to start trying to climb slowly her way out of range of swiping distance, like down here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. All right. So you want to be. Where did you just go? There you go. All right. So you want to be like. Let me move you.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird movement.
Give me a sec. Yeah, so you want to be like down here, right? And then
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, like kind of out of range of any big cat that might be swiping, but the dodge action is there too.
All right. So I'll say you can get to here. All right. So
Okay.
you are climbing. I need you to just make a strength check. It's not going to be very high. But you need to make a
Alright.
strength check every 30 feet you move. So starting
Okay.
this.
So let's start with this. Oro is a 14.
Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah. You will get attacked initially, leaving.
Okay, that's fine.
But it's at disadvantage.
It has disadvantage. Yep.
Natural 1.
Hey!
Okay.
Nice.
Can't believe you. I wanted to bash somebody off a ledge.
Flipping gear,
Jara,
baby!
Technically, I did.
He 5-headed this days ago.
Hey
That's
man,
what
you
we
can
bought
say
picks.
what you want, but that was a full Oro move right there.
Oro
That-
was ready to fucking get
that-
yeeted.
Well, that's why we were told the picks may be expensive, but those who buy them tend to come back. There you go. All right, so
It's
Oro,
true.
yeah, you're able to move. I'd say you can move a little bit more down or to the right if you'd like.
A little more to the right, like one more hex.
Okay, so you'll be here, float.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Oro and Iris are done. E will go. He's slowed. He will go for another bite on you, because you are still under him. Now this bite, you said he's slowed, so is it? It's just AC. He only gets the
He
one
gets one attack.
Yeah.
I don't think it does anything. Just -2 to AC dexterity saving throws, no reactions, one attack.
attack. All right. 12.
Yep.
12 misses. All right, it bites you. You're able to extend out your arm, and it kind of goes for your forearm, the non-flesh one.
That's fine. It hits the metal.
So you're good. All right, Jara.
All right, so Jara's actually gonna move back towards his horse because he can't afford a new one want it to die.
All Jara sees is like $500 worth of gold.
The money bags of the
Yeah.
horses.
Oh no, I popped out. All right, good enough. Okay, so that's just 30 feet of movement.
Sure.
He's protecting his horse, so he is just going to let me look at Constitution. That one doesn't matter. I am going to use Frostbite
Okay.
on the one that's been attacking me, so D.
Yeah.
So that's a Constitution saving throw. Actually, I'm going to use it on E instead because D and
Okay.
B can't.
That is a 14.
14 fails, so it takes 2d6 cold damage, which is 5.
5 cold on E.
E takes 5, and E also has disadvantage on its next attack
Okay, let me get that cooking up.
because Iris is there. So I figured that makes sense to.
All right, disadvantage to attack. I'm just gonna put that. We'll get the idea just from that. Okay, cool.
E went, right? So it makes a save.
Yes, thank you. I keep forgetting. It's wisdom.
Yep.
15.
Fails. Nice.
Not very wise, these lions. All right, Jara is done, correct? Felix.
All right, Felix will hope to get the killing blow on Lion E.
Okay, go ahead. B is the one that was hurt. Just like
Yes, but E is the more
yes, you are correct. I
pressing
just wanted to
threat.
make sure.
yeah.
Correct. Go ahead.
Oh, I get my D4 as well.
-2
okay.
to this AC, so
It's an unnatural 20,
definitely hits.
and there it is. Nope, wrong die. Okay. 10 damage, one of which is fire.
Okay, 10 damage. It is looking beat up, very beat up. It's bloodied, scratched, burnt. Not doing a good job. Not having a
Frozen.
good time. Frozen. Yeah, it's got all the elements. Would you like to do anything else?
No, I would not. That is all.
All right. Your rifle is definitely proven its worth and all the upgrades as well. All right. A is going to go, which brings us over to here. All right. It's going to. What is it going to do? Okay. It's going to back up and attempt to leap across here. 5, and then it will leap. So I will make this. It has advantage because it's terrain, but still, this is a tough roll. Yeah, natural 19. It's good. Rolling well for the freaking dex. Okay, and then it will move to here, look down at you, not be able to do anything, and then move forward here. Another dex save. Or check, rather. Natural 20 with the advantage. Let's go. And it can only get to here. Okay. A is done. B. Can't do anything. C is going to do the same.
It can sit there and roar.
It could. It will, actually. Just roar. Dex check. 214. So he's good. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 19. He's good. 35, 40, 45. Okay. It will go after. It has 2 attacks, so it'll 3 attacks, so it'll go
Oh, uh-oh.
2 on Iris's horse and 1 on Oro. So first one on Iris. Horse is so your horse has a DC of So the standard ones have a DC of 11.
Okay. And 26 points, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a 13 to hit, so that will hit.
Yep.
Second attack is a 9, which will miss.
Hey!
And then on Oro's horse, a 12, which will hit.
Okay. Yep.
All right, so these are our maul attacks. So 6 damage to Iris, is to your horse, Iris.
Okay.
And then another 7 to Oro.
Okay, got it.
All right, C is done. D. Can't do anything but roar. Thera, you are up.
Presuming he notices the horse is getting attacked.
Yeah, you see and hear the lions coming from the rear, which Iris, while pinned to the ground, you see this and wonder of the safety of your creation.
Uh-oh.
So what would Therathari have interacted with either of these horses to know that they'd obey him, given a good enough?
I mean, they're horses, right? I mean, it's not like they bond
Yeah.
necessarily with one person. They, if you roll well enough, they'll listen to you.
All right, he's gonna try to call them in his direction.
All right, go ahead and make an animal handling check.
That is a 13.
Okay. All right. They look at you after being mauled, and where do you tell them to go?
They're gonna move towards Jara and his horse, just kind of in this little,
Spot over here.
yeah, just in those empty spaces if possible.
All right. Iris's horse moves forward, takes the disengage action. Okay, and Oro's horse rolls a d4.
Okay.
And unfortunately, rolls a 3. So 1, 2,
No.
3. It's basically just going to turn and try and run. Can't run. And unfortunately stays put. It's kind of like a fight or flight when deer look at, the headlights.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of frozen. The headlights of the lions. I'll call that your bonus not your bonus action. I'll call that like part of your action.
Okay. This is
Operation
too bad for the horses.
Kill horse still on the table.
Yeah, it's probably gonna work.
I love how committed both of you are against each other's goals.
No, my goal really isn't to kill horses. It's just to kill anything. That's my goal. Horses
that's
are
what they all say.
They're just easy targets.
Yeah, I do think you're gonna get there.
So what's your move here, Thera?
Yeah, I'm just deciding on the spell here.
And then Iris is on deck. I know we're a little over our usual break, so we'll break right after this combat.
Yeah, Therathari is making a judgment call. It's just gonna be a fireball at the lions over there.
Shit.
With the horse?
Yeah, with the horse.
Yeah,
Damn.
Oro, sorry about your horse.
Oro, sorry about you.
That also potentially.
Okay, sorry. What do you
Well, I guess there might be a way to not involve the horse, depending on what.
You have a
square you're
range of
rolling it
150 feet to target the fireball, and it's a 20-foot radius. So I imagine you could probably put it somewhere out here,
in. Yeah,
where that
yeah.
the outer edges will hit these two, but not the horse.
All right. Well,
Or
that's the
Oro.
plan. If you rule that it's possible.
So, what's the radius of it?
20.
It's a 20-foot radius.
So you can't spawn it in midair.
Oh, really?
Really?
I don't believe so.
It's just a point you choose within range, so I guess that means you can pick it midair.
Let me see.
Yeah, I don't think it's something that like comes crashing down like a meteor. It's like a
No,
just
I
an
know.
explosion.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, line of sight. Origin. Yeah, no, it's you don't need it apparently. I'm on Stack Exchange and someone drew put a diagram made in like latex editor. It's ridiculous. Yeah, no, you can spawn it in air. So yeah, you can totally do it. Actually, make an intelligence check. DC is fairly low because you
Not
are
too
a
hard.
caster.
14.
Yeah, that's good enough. As long as you didn't get like a 6 or something. You're good. Yeah, so you can spawn it in the air and attach it to only these two here. So they need to
Alright.
make deck saves.
Yeah, that's right.
This is not a dex-based roll like to maneuver, so this does not get advantage. So the Lion C for dex gets a 13. Rolling a lot of 13s. And the Lion A gets a 9.
They both fail.
Okay, so go ahead and roll
Which means
your
it's
8d.
8d6.
Yep. Roll damage.
31.
31.
31. Pretty high roll.
All
I
right.
think. Right? Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's above average.
All right, how would you like to kill Lion A?
Lion A is going to whimper and fall off the edge, flaming.
Hell yeah, barbecued lion falls down. Oro watches as a lion, burning and screeching, falls below her, which at one
Wow.
point was nearly on top of Oro.
Or I was just gonna smile as it falls over.
Okay, that worked better than Therathari expected, so he's glad he did that before attacking with his spiritual weapon, which will go again at Lion E.
All right, go ahead and roll. You don't have disadvantage, or you don't have advantage here, but you can roll. Minus
Yep.
2 AC.
24.
That will absolutely hit.
Yeah. Dealing. Oh, wait, that's a 10 out of D8. Da-da-da. 3 plus. Wait, does it get my modifier? Oh, it does. I don't think I did that last time. So 7. 7 points. I must have done it last time. I hit a 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
7 points plus.
7. This lion is looking nearly dead. It's sustained a lot of damage. It's getting to the point where it's almost fight or flight here. All right. That end your turn, Therathar. You have movement.
Yeah, he's gonna inch around here, try
Sure.
to protect the horses. You get that.
All right. Iris.
Okay. I
Still-
am using my sword and I'm stabbing up at the lion.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Minus 2 AC.
15.
That hits.
Okay. It'll be a D8 plus 6. It's gonna be 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
All right. Iris is going to, with one. Yeah. So I guess. Yeah, she's going to bring her arm free from the lion's jaw grip as it tried to bite down. Reach down for her sword, and she's going to go straight through the throat and up through the neck and out the other side.
All right. Bunch of lion guts spill out onto you, and its body falls limp on top of you.
All right. Do I still get half my movement to get
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, it's not going to
Okay.
impede.
So my movement is 35. So I guess half my movement is 17.5, which we round up to 20. So I've still got 3 squares of movement left.
Yes.
Then I'll go 5, 10, and I'll use my second attack against Lioness B.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It's going to be 14 points of slashing damage.
Got a 2 for here. How would
2
you
for
like
2!
How would you like to kill this one?
Alright, she is going to... That one's restrained by the ice, right?
It's not restrained, just can't move.
Okay. Since it can't move, she's just going to... she's going to pull... lion blood kind of coming down her face. And in the smiliest way possible, I'm so sorry. And she's going to chop its head off.
And
Nice.
another one down. Iris is covered in red, in crimson red. This kill bot, this Terminator bot, is fully unleashed here. 2 for 1 here. Okay. That end your turn?
Alright, that's gonna be that turn, and then Oro's going to keep on trying to go around the side.
All right. So, where would you like to go? here?
Just east until we get until we get to about there.
All right. So this will incur another check here.
Okay, strength, right?
Strength, correct.
Okay. Oh, that's super cocked. Unnatural 20.
Yeah, you're good. Oro's weight is hefty, but these picks are well designed. Money well spent.
Money well fucking spent. And that's the end of our turns.
Okay. We are up to Lion E, who's dead. He just bleeds out more. All right, Jara.
Lion D can make a save if
Yes.
they win.
16,
So that passes. So it's
Oh.
no longer slowed.
but it's still frozen in place.
Yes, it is still frozen, which means I'm also going to drop my concentration.
But it helped you stand.
Yeah. I can stand over here. It seems.
That's the one square you can't move
Yeah.
now.
It can't move, so I'm not worried about it. So I'm gonna go after Lion C up by the horse. I'm going to use my bonus action to telekinetic shove the horse backwards.
Ooh.
I guess because it's not smart, it'll probably try to save.
What's the save?
It is a DC 16 strength save.
11.
Okay, so it gets pulled 5 feet backwards from it.
Okay.
Which is important
And that does not invoke attack of opportunity.
because it's forced movement, yes.
Correct.
Because I'm gonna ice knife the lion, and I don't want it to get hit within
Okay.
5 feet.
Go ahead
So
and
I'm
ice.
gonna make an attack on it. All right, I'm probably going to miss. It is a 13.
That just hits.
Oh, thank God. All right, so it takes 1d10 damage, 5 damage, and then it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 1.
Beautiful. Then it takes another 2d6.
If you get above 9 here, it's dead.
I got exactly 9. No, wait, I got 10. It was a 4 and a 1. I got 10 damage.
Okay, how would you like to do this?
Ice knife, it hits it in the face, and then it explodes, and it blows up its head.
Okay.
Jesus.
A deceased lion, a corpse only, stumbles back off the cliff and into the wall to join its fallen lioness, probably mate. Okay, that ends Jara's turn. Unless you want to move, any?
No, I'm good. I'm by my horse. That's the only one I care about.
All right, Felix, back to you.
All right, let's do it. I was hoping for the killing blow on one of those 3.
All right, so Lioness D has, if you get 10, an even 10,
All right.
10 or higher.
That's doable.
Very
To-
doable.
To hit, it's a 24.
Yeah,
So I
of
don't
course.
think that's a problem. And damage, that's been a bad d6. I'm going to grab another one. Yes! Alright, it is a 16 damage.
Hell yeah.
How would you like to
Let's
do
go.
this?
One of it is fire. I saw the 0 on my d10 and I was like, oh shit, but no, it's a 10, not a 0.
You rolled a 0.
I was like, God damn it. I don't know. Yeah, through the head with like a little bit of a spark because there's a little bit of fire in there.
Mm.
There's one hit point of fire.
All right, and it falls prone to the ground. And for the moment, you guys are safe, although you hear a distant, loud caw, almost like a really, really like loud, guttural, like eagle caw. And we will pick up when we get back after a 5-minute break. So 8:40-ish. Take a little bit more if you need it. We'll be back in less than 10.
Sounds good.
Yup.
All right. So you guys have just fallen some pretty tough enemies, some pretty hardy animals. If this is what the Spires has to offer, it certainly is as dangerous as stated. Also, at this moment, you hear the clanks of Oron just now climbing up. No need to make another check here. Let me just.
Jara says at the call, he says, I think that's the rock I read about. That really dangerous giant bird. I think we got to get a move on.
Yeah.
Oh, let's keep moving then.
Find cover somewhere.
Okay. Let me just change the music up. At this point, Oro breaches the side of the thing here. You guys see her climbing up, picks in hand.
Oh,
Oh,
Oro, you made it.
well, I'm glad to see the picks came in handy for you, Oro.
or I was just going to like mime a sigh, put the picks back, and then just walk right back over to Iris.
I love it. The group has no idea. Although I think you would see some scratches on her. For
Huh.
sure.
I guess there were other lions on the other side.
Yeah, there were 2 more that came up behind us, but me and Therathori, we took care of them real quick.
Oh, okay. Do we want to take anything back from the lions? Are they worth anything?
The hide probably is, but I don't know if we have time to skin him.
Yeah, with that like large call in the distance and the rock, and from what I read in the book, we I don't think we should really. It's probably coming to eat the lions, and that's
Yeah, we should
probably the
Oh.
best
leave them.
use of the lions we could ever use them for.
Okay. Let's go then.
Make whoever would like to make a nature check. Anyone.
Thor should have good value for this.
I'm good
Yeah,
with that.
pretty good.
Um,
nature. Oh, wait, anyone can, or just one of us?
Any one of you.
Oh, anyone.
I'll go with that. I've got a
Wait,
plus
does this
5.
have anything to do? What,
Alright.
Do I get any benefits from having the nature book for this area?
No.
Okay, then I won't do it.
Okay, I rolled a
Alright, you go.
24.
Yeah, 24 is great. All right, one thing, Iris, that you, I mean, yes, you're technically new to this era, but the fact remains still, even in your time. Loud noise bring big creature. And there were certainly a lot of loud noises between Felix's firearm, the screaming, the fireballs, just combat in general. You're sure anything within a good distance is alert of the presence of something. You guys, obviously it's you guys, but something. And that may mean some more danger ahead or a clearer path, who knows. But you are not alone in these spires, not traveling alone either. So that's something to keep an eye and ear out for.
Well, at the very least, whatever's around us certainly knows we're here.
Okay?
Well, let's get away as quick as possible to throw him off.
Onto the horses.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can ride them for now, but it won't be too much longer before you have to walk them again. Let me just save this level, and we'll move on.
Yeah, and I guess Felix will ride with Jara, who's probably the lightest, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, since we lost a horse.
I'm like 150 pounds.
Forget what I am, but I'm easily less than 100.
Sorry,
so-
195 pounds, but yeah, so it should be enough for a horse.
Okay.
I guess Therathar is walking.
No, you would ride Felix's horse.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I would think Felix and Thera ride together.
That could work too. I just was thinking weight, but that probably makes more sense.
Jara's probably heavier, 195.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so you guys group up.
We do have the magic carpet you could also use.
Yeah.
I think we thought that would maybe draw too much attention.
That's fair. Yeah, that we should probably not do that. That's a good point.
Well, we can't draw. I guess all of the noise we made probably drew as much attention as we're gonna get. So a flying carpet may be okay here.
We also can't all fit on it at the same time.
That's fair.
No, I'd rather the horses, not the flying carpet.
Okay. Is there any in this time of traveling? It's not downtime necessarily, but you guys are free to do what you want, or roleplay anything, talk about the encounter or whatever you want to talk about. If not, we can zoom ahead to the next checkpoint. Totally up to you guys.
Maybe we should try to prepare a bit better for, enemies on this route.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about the wildlife. Jara, any other threats that you see in that book besides the rocks and the mountain lions?
Can I take a look?
Sure. Make an intelligence check.
9.
Okay. You notice two more things that are a little interesting in the book. The one talks about, or the first interesting thing, there's a section on hazards, not just animals, but like natural hazards. And it outlines to you the precursors to any sort of natural events that may prove to be dangerous to your journey. One such is torrential downfall for hours at a time, which you recollect happened a day prior. And these cause mudslides and rock falls. So that's the first thing you recognize as being a potential danger, especially given the weather, the history of the weather recently. And the second thing that's peculiar, and thankfully you notice before you encounter it, which you will in a second, there are these really beautiful lotus flowers that seem to grow. But they're larger than like normal lotus flowers that you would expect. And they are very poisonous. And if you get close enough and disturb them, whether that be the air you displace disturbing it, they're very sensitive, or touching, God forbid, they release a very, very potent and noxious gas that does a lot of harm and potentially can blind you. Just not fun. What's interesting, the last little bit kind of on that subject, there are certain animals in the spires that can ingest this flower. And once ingested, because it's primarily their diet, they too give off this gaseous aura that they can use as defense or offensive mechanism. So be mindful of those in that area. And it's particularly only certain parts of the spires, particularly the ones that get a lot of sun and get a good amount of rain, like moisture. It's not everywhere in the spires, but they are very, very bright and large lotus flowers of various colors. So that's what you read in your handy book. Anything
How
else?
does he relay that to us?
Do you relay that, Jara?
Yeah, I'll let him know. The big thing is we gotta watch out for these flowers. Apparently, they can let out some poisonous spores, and some creatures can use that against us.
Is that
Right.
something you'd have to breathe in?
Yeah. You don't want to breathe in the spores,
It's not just breathe in; it's contact with skin.
but
Oh.
also but also any sort of contact. Like you don't want to find yourself in a cloud of it.
Gotcha. I was
But you-
thinking Iris may be immune, but I guess not.
Does it affect inorganic material?
Doesn't say.
Well, that is a good question. I'm not sure.
Letter to the editor.
We will see. But
I don't
Iris,
think they wrote this book with automatons in mind. There,
I will
think
keep a
it's people.
respectful distance just in case.
if we somehow find out that you're immune, I'd like to get my hands on some of these to experiment with
course.
in a controlled environment.
If I can help with that, I will.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Felix, they could kill you just by breathing it in, and you
In a
want to
controlled
experiment.
in a controlled environment, of course. We
I
have
don't
we
even
have
know what that. How do you
we have magical containers that can contain this stuff. Don't worry. It's just
How
an
are you
if.
so sure they aren't magical themselves?
I'm sure they are. Well, I'm not sure, but they may be. We'll see. I'm open to experimentation, as always.
The common name for these Black Lotus or not Black Lotus, they're different colors, but they're called Kiss of Death.
Ooh.
Oh, I should mention they're called the Kiss of Death. So I don't know how much we want to be messing around with these. Sorry, it was right
In
there.
a controlled environment.
At the top
In
of
a
the page,
controlled environment.
in bold letters, it literally says "Kiss of Death." You know.
Okay, understood.
It's really funny that it ended up being at the end of that spiel, but I meant to say it in the beginning. That's perfect. That's perfect anyway. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do or talk about before your next checkpoint?
Do any of us have like a map of the spires, and could we just like figure out how close we are to Frey?
I know Therathari has a map of the region, but I don't think we have. Like,
You're looking
a
at
spire.
this is Thera's map.
Yeah, like I don't think we have a spires.
Right. So we don't have anything more specific than this. So we really wouldn't have any idea how close we are.
Well, you were. I think the book would tell you, or you would have been told. I imagine you would have done your due diligence. Frey is about a day and a half's travel off of the path into the spires, about halfway through your journey
Okay.
through the spires.
And what? And oh, it's still like afternoon, right, or morning?
Yeah, it's now approaching early afternoon. Past
Okay.
noon, for sure. Still have some hours before sunset. So you're probably about another 10 hours away from Frey.
So what do we want to do for camp, or do we want to push through the night once more? I know we've done that a few times already.
I think we ought to keep the horses in good shape. This is
Yeah,
only going to get more difficult.
we do. I think we probably want to find a suitable place though, somewhere safe.
Yeah.
If we
I-
find somewhere comfortable, I can put my lab up again.
I think the lower the better. I think we want to be low in the spires.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to fall.
Yeah.
I don't think predators would lurk in the top.
Well, we
like the
heard.
lions.
Yeah, I guess I was just thinking about aerial threats, but seems like there are threats from all sides. So maybe there's nowhere entirely safe. I just feel more
Caves
equipped.
in the spires.
Are there caves? Have we seen caves?
There are caves, yeah, for sure.
Well, if we
Find a
found a
cave
nice cave, that'd be great.
Yeah, just guard the entrance.
As long as we know nothing's inside.
Okay. Someone make me a perception check.
I was looking at my book. Someone knows.
21.
All right, Therathari with the 21. Therathari, you guys are navigating. You're varying in elevation, anywhere from like 30, 50 feet in the air to like 150, 200 feet in the air. You're on these like slopes that kind of go through the spires at various elevations. You're just following the natural terrain that's kind of been softened through excessive travel over the years. You'd see in the very far distance, between two spires in front of you, they kind of leave this V opening. You see, gosh, maybe like a day's travel away. We're talking miles away. This big, even from this distance, this big winged creature, like every so often flaps and kind of glides. And from this distance, you can see it clearly, which means it's large. And you see it swoop and kind of come up and glide. And it's sort of doing a half arc back and forth, kind of flying. Actually, it'd be more like a figure eight, rather, flying some kind of route over the spires. Every so often, you hear a caw from the distance.
Better be the rock then.
I think that's what I'm most scared of. I think with good reason.
Yeah, I did read that it tends to stay in the higher portions of it. So I think to that end, if we stay closer to the ground, it might be better for us.
I think we've proven we can handle mountain lions bears, even owl bears. But I don't know, something like that. I worry.
Okay. So we're gonna hit our next checkpoint here. Someone roll me a D20.
Who's doing
I'll
it?
give it a go then.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm passing on that one.
That's super cocked. 3.
Okay.
We just have a casual stroll.
Just for fun,
I don't know.
bad or good. It doesn't. I'm not saying this is good or bad. Roll. I'm just making it spicy. Would you like to re-roll or keep that?
I'm holding on to a 3. I want to see what the fuck this
Monty
is.
Hall. No, we always switch.
Oh, we
Well,
have
yeah.
some. We
Oh,
have some.
Are we swapping? Are we swapping?
No, I'm kidding. This is not the Monty Hall.
Yeah, the
problem.
20-door Monty Hall problem, Tony.
20-door Monty
Oh,
Hall.
actually, the more doors you add, the better your odds get. But that's neither here nor there.
But here's the thing. Usually when they do that, they tell you that one of the other choices.
Exactly.
That was
No, that's
is
why
bad.
it's not Monty
Right.
Hall. I know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything about a 3. I'm just asking what
Like
you
if-
want to do.
Like for example, if Jared was like, "All right, sweet, you've got a 3." Now, if you rolled an 8, it would be bad.
Yes.
Do you want to roll again? I'm holding on to a 3. I want to see what
Okay.
chaos brings us.
I'm
Okay.
fine with whatever.
So we're staying with the 3. The roller has chosen. Fate has chosen. Okay. You guys come up on a narrowing of the path, and it splits at the end of this narrowing. It splits into 2 paths. Without seeing too much on either side, you know, or you can tell at least from the right side, it seems to be going down, sloping down. The left path seems to be sloping up. And then looking up at this split, you can kind of see on the left side in the far distance a smokestack. Not a smokestack, but a column of smoke kind of billowing out into the sky. An unknown distance away, but within an hour or two's travel for sure. You can see it. You can see it rise. To your right, you see the ground is slightly wet. Not like soaking wet, but it's damp. It's glossed with liquid, with moisture.
I guess the rain runs down that way.
Yeah, I think. So wait, left is it like an upward slope or
Yeah.
is it just?
It's pretty. It's upwards. You can tell it slopes upwards, and the right one goes down.
Oh. Okay. As much as I was just talking about fearing the rock and stuff, I think we should go left because we know about the mudslides. It looks damp to the right, and smoke. I would think means civilization. Hopefully not. No animosity towards us, but at least it's people.
Do we know
Yeah.
anything about the people who live here?
No.
I don't
I
think
don't.
so. I mean, I'm hoping they're just. Well, I guess here's the thing. I'm pretty sure we heard that there might be bandits in the area. So if that is like a bandit camp that we're walking right into.
You do also
Yeah.
recall seeing them right near the entrance.
I could also scope it out. Like once we're a fair distance away, like I can peer down there and see what's up from pretty far. So
Yeah, I think that going the not damp way is probably good because, like you said, we know about the mudslides and things like that. But I think we need to be careful before we engage any other people.
yes, for sure. Thoughts?
I'm
Yeah, I
comfortable
think
with that.
it's good reasoning.
Okay. As
Also,
long as
maybe
we're
we
all
should-
in agreement.
Maybe we should have a plan for the horses if we do have another engagement.
Well, what do you mean?
I could stay in the back and control them.
Sure.
Provide my support as I do.
Yeah, that works. I can stay back as well, depending on the situation. But we don't know what to expect.
Right, I just don't want them split up again.
Yeah. No, let's definitely prioritize like keeping them together and stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
That sounds like a plan to me.
I will add the sloped path. It would be probably difficult to ride on horseback.
Could
Kinda-
we get off the horses and like walk them up?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
How far? I guess. I mean, I don't think it really affects our choice that much, but like, is this like an incline? Like, how far up the incline can we see? Does it
Yeah,
go up like
so-
really far, or?
So if you imagine looking straight at the divide, there's a center kind of spire that is not super tall, and then there's like wraparound spires, and the left one goes up and curves around, curves inwards, and then the right one goes down and curves outwards.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you,
So
you
let's
could
just go
see
up.
maybe 100 feet,
Okay.
and then it's kind of beyond the curve. So you're going left.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Correct. Can I get a marching order? It's not
I'll-
necessarily single file, but it's no more than two or like
I'll-
2 in a row.
I'll go first, or at least be in the front, since I have the
Okay. The scope.
the scope. Yeah.
I can be right behind, considering I'm big and tanky.
I imagine your horses will be immediately behind you guys, right?
Therathari's tending the horses in the back.
Okay. So Thera's in the back, which leaves. Where's Oro?
Or it can probably be right next to me.
All right. So Oro and Iris are shoulder to shoulder. Where are you, Jara? Are you with Therathari or are you in front of him? You
I'll
could choose to
probably
be.
I'll stay with him.
All right. So then we have Thera and Jara in the back. And just so we have this visually, I'm just gonna have you guys out here so we can have the order actually exist. All right, so we had Felix in front. We had Oro with Iris. And then we had Therathari and Jara. And then you guys had your horses. Let me grab that real quick. Search.
Oh hell yeah! I didn't realize they ran.
Yeah, they have different modes.
Yeah.
All right, not quite to scale, but we get the idea. It's good enough. If you want to really tend the horses, Therathari, I believe it should be like 2 horses, one of you, 2 horses. Or do you want to be behind them?
I guess for this part of the journey, I'll be behind them. But once we
Let's
engage
go.
in combat, it'll be
Therathari the shepherd. I love it.
Okay, and he parted the seas. All right, good enough. All right, so we have our general flow here. Jar, are you going to be in the back with Thera, or are you going to be in the middle of the pack with the horses behind you?
No, I'll be with the horses.
So you want to be in... Okay, you want to be
maybe
like...
Jara should be like, there.
I'm also like super squishy, so like I don't want to.
All right, so you want to be in the middle here.
I'll walk like to the. How about I'll walk to like the side? Oh, it's gonna be like yeah. So now I'll stay in the back. Stay
Okay.
in the back because
All right.
you said you can't be more than 2, right?
No. I mean, you could with Felix, but definitely not with the horses. All right. So, Felix, make me a perception check
Okay.
as you walk up the incline, the pretty steep incline.
11.
Okay, with an 11, you see up ahead, the path begins to widen slightly as you're sloping kind of up and around one of the center spire here. You see that there begins to be signs of plant growth. You see actually for the first time long tendril-like vines that hug the side of either side of this walkway, this passageway. So to your left is another set of like spires and high-rising rock, and you're kind of hugging around this carved path, kind of going up a center spire. And you see, vines on either side, crisscrossing, tangled, snake-like, growing very faint, bright red buds that don't look like they're quite bloomed yet, but bright red. and these very dark green, almost like, actually, it's not really dark. It's like a pale green, almost gray, in like a grayish green in color. The entire like vine tendril situation going on. Little sprouts of leaves here and there, but
Jara, those spore things, they didn't come from vines, did they? Are they red?
I believe it was just flowers. Is there a picture in the book?
yeah, totally. They could be any color, really. It just depends on the season and where in the spires you are. But it doesn't mention any vines or anything like that.
Yeah, the color is not so much important. That's kind of dependent on season, location, but there's no mention of vines, so I think we're okay. But if they start shooting out spores, I think it's probably a bad sign.
All right. Just be ready to turn around, I guess. But for now, we're good.
Okay. You continue moving forward. As you pass some of these vines, and you get a little close to the flowers, they actually open up, and they kind of spiral open. And inside, you can see what looks like a bright white colored, it almost looks like a pearl. Very polished, spherical white center.
That looks like a trap.
But as soon as you kind of back away, they close back up. It's almost like heat sensing. Choose to continue?
Yeah, no, I'm so tempted. But I have to use my I have to use some restraint here, but I'm just gonna walk past him.
Okay.
I don't want the pearl.
Do any of you guys do anything, or you all walk past?
When we are 30 feet away from one, I would like to try to mage hand the pearl. Actually, 60 feet.
Well,
or does it close when we leave?
It closes when you're outside of 5 feet. They're heat sensed seams.
Then no, I won't.
Okay. Anyone else?
I tried Felix.
Heat sense.
I'm gonna have Oro get it.
Okay. You want Oro to take it?
Oro's not hot.
Yep.
All right. Oro
Let's see if it
steps.
reacts to Oro first of all.
Okay. Oro steps up. The orange, like solid bud, begins to open, unfurl in like a spiral fashion, and the pearl is centered.
Okay, yeah. Iris is gonna look at everyone. How much space do we want to give it?
What a question.
We should probably all back up like 30 feet.
We'll back up a reasonable distance,
Sure.
and then Oro's gonna attempt to grab it.
All right. Make a dex check. Not a save, just a check to see if you can grab it before it closes.
Just a check. Okay. Dex check. This one. 18.
Okay. 18. You are just able, Oro is just able to scoop in with her fingers and grab this pearl-like object before it shuts and retracts into the vine. The bud itself is no longer there. And Oro has it's about the size of a marble. So it's a fairly large, it's not a pearl, but it's a solid, polished white stone of some kind. Oro has in her hand. No effects. Doesn't feel weird or anything like that.
Okay. Well, if we have some time, I can sit down and try and figure out what's going on with it.
Jara, do you want to take this and try and match it to anything in your book here?
If I can, sure.
All right, make an intelligence check. Again, I'll make the DC a little lower.
That doesn't matter. I got a 6.
Oof.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of flower buds that come up, but you're unable to, at least without spending some serious time, find a match for this. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do before you continue down?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
If we've got 10 minutes, I can ritual cast Identify. Otherwise, I can try to do that while we're continuing on.
Let's do that at camp. Maybe.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm going to have Oro place it in the chest space of holding.
Okay. Now in there, if I'm not mistaken, is the scroll, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You notice in the chest now there is a slight corruption to this plane. It's slowly.
Like my chest?
Yeah. I mean, it's a bag of holding. It's chest of holding. It's the
Oh.
plane that it goes to. Is the tendrils of darkness and chaos are seeking their way through. You can see there
Oh.
are discolorations in this kind of void plane that you have. Discolorations in like the wall, the fabric of the material of this plane. They seem to be cracking.
That's not good. We might have a slight problem.
Yeah, what's that?
I think the scroll is corrupting my bag.
Well, that's not good.
Just gonna like keep the chest cavity open where it's just weird evil corruption going on in there.
Hmm.
Well, we can't just leave it somewhere.
Leave it in the spires.
I think if we put it in my lab will end up like that. Eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not good either.
we definitely need like some place to purify it or something. Have we tried just like straight up destroying it? Is that something we tried?
I don't think we've tried.
How do you suggest we do that?
I don't know. Fire usually works for scrolls.
Something like this might be immune to that.
I feel like it might like explode as well. Like,
Well, we can't let it corrupt Oro and Iris from like the inside out.
Iris, do you feel any different?
Do I feel any different?
No, not
No,
yet.
I feel fine for now.
Okay.
Can I reach into the chest space and pull out like that broken heavy crossbow that I've been carrying around? Has that affected at all?
Yeah, so the wood has kind of gnarled and dried and petrified. It's cracked, not quite to the point of like, driftwood after it's dried, but it's very close to that. It's very
Oh.
withered and aged.
I'm gonna grab my tent stone. Does that look any different?
No. From
Okay.
your, glancing around in there, it seems like the magical items seem to have
Okay.
a natural resistance to it. You don't know
Okay.
for how much longer, but it seems to be harder to penetrate those.
Okay. So the magical items seem to be okay for now, but anything that's not magical might be going away soon.
All right.
Rip
This
the
might
bread
sound
sticks.
crazy, but what if we like buried it? Like, what if we just like next really deep pit we find, we just toss it in and cover it up?
I mean,
Maybe.
I guess.
I guess it would poison the
problem-
land.
Yeah, I guess it would
Yeah.
be easy to find after a little while.
Yeah, never
And
mind.
someone's gonna dig.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an immediate solution, but this is something that we need to figure out soon.
Yeah, 100%.
I guess the
I'm
one
gonna
thing.
try something weird.
Go on. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna have Oro try to remove the scroll from the chest cavity.
Okay, by hand?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, what else? How else would we grab it?
We in the past we used Mage Hand.
I could mage hand it out
Can we try to remove this temporarily?
and put it where?
Just hold it for a bit. I want to know if the corruption will reverse immediately, or if it's a overtime thing.
Jared, I'd
Alright.
also, while it's out, like to take out my Amulet of Bahamut and put it next to the scroll and see if it has any effect.
Okay. So you mage hand it out, correct?
I can't mage hand, so it has
Jara.
to be Jara.
Yeah, I'd mage hand it out.
All right. The scroll comes out, kind of wrapped up and bound, and Iris, you notice no change in the interior of your chest cavity. From
Okay.
your best guess, it corrupts you like one corruption point.
Like
we'll call it.
overtime.
it's probably 1 corruption point every 5 days from the time it's spent so far and where it's at
Okay.
now.
Okay. So, judging by the level of corruption, this will advance in level every 5 days or so?
How long have you had it? Has it been 5 days?
It-
Not quite.
Almost 5. So we're getting close. I can put it in the lab and just hot potato between them, but while it's in the lab, I guess we can't use it to sleep.
Yeah, and that's not really a permanent solution. We should figure out what to do with it.
So you put your
Um,
amulet down, right?
Well, I'm like an exorcist.
Like holding
yeah.
it. The power of Bahamut compels you.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
What you guys actually see for the first time is the fighting of a magical energy. You see these like, I keep saying the word of this session is tendrils, but like these like tendrils of energy, like these little arms of energy, literally like light holy energy fighting this dark purple, just cancerous chaotic energy, and they're literally like hitting each other, and like small flashes are forming, little crackles.
I have a weird
They're
question.
diametrically opposed in that way.
If we keep the scroll in my bag and we put the amulet in my bag, what happens? Would that balance out, or would something worse happen?
It seems like my guess is that something worse would happen. I mean, Jared, as they clash, does the conflict seem like it's working towards like being resolved one way or another, or are they just kind of constantly at odds?
They seem to just be fighting each other. I mean, you'd have to observe it for a while potentially to see any difference. It's just a question of what is more magically powerful, your amulet or the scroll.
All right.
Unclear at this time which is the case.
Uh-oh, we lost Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
Oh, damn.
We have a few minutes left, so we'll just continue here.
Well, what I was gonna say before he disappeared.
Oh no, the
thin
scroll
air.
took Tom.
Is well that my amulet's not fully like it's not at full power. It's not at full strength because I haven't been wearing it. I have this other
Okay.
amulet. Here, wait. Let's wait for Theratari to get back.
Can you hear us, Tom? We can't hear you. You're talking.
Probably some internet. I'm probably having internet trouble.
Oh, you're back
Hey,
now.
We can hear you though.
You're good.
What I was gonna say is that since I cannot wear this amulet, and since it would help for it to be fully charged, Therathari, I was wondering if you wanted to wear this. You seem like probably the best candidate to do holy acts to strengthen this amulet. To potentially, I mean, maybe this is a long-term solution to the scroll.
What does the amulet do?
So mechanically, what it does is twice per long rest, you can use a reaction to have you or anyone. Is there a range, Jared? I forget.
It's within sight.
Within sight, re-roll a saving throw.
It's a charge thing, so the first level is that. There are other levels.
Yeah, and
of-
then as you do more holy acts, it becomes more powerful. And I don't know what the excuse me, what the levels beyond level 1 do.
You also have the Tome of Bahamut, Therathari.
Yes. Which will show you what to do.
Okay, I'll take it.
It is also attunement. I don't know if you're attuned to like 3 things,
Oh.
but
Yeah. That could be problematic.
Good old-
I'll trade you for the ring that I gave you. I know that's kind of like a cop out, but I think this is important. I think it's important that we get this thing charged up.
Actually, I think I'll be able to wear it instead of my spell refueling ring. A ring of protection, I think, is a little too
Yeah.
Too
That's what
important?
that's what I meant. The spell refueling ring. That's the one I
Oh.
gave you.
Yeah. By all means.
All right. Sounds like a plan. And Therathori will hand the amulet to Therathori.
Okay. I believe you can just message that to him, right, Tony? PDF.
Yeah. Yeah, I can. I will do that in a bit.
Sure. No problem. You can't attune to it now, obviously, so it will take some time.
Yeah, so Therathor is going to use the ring before
Sure.
he gives it to.
Smart.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other items of business we wanted? What are we doing with this?
So what? I guess. Do we want to put it in the lab for now?
Well,
For
Felix,
now, I think it could work.
you also have a bag of holding, right?
I do.
What if we put it in yours for the time being, and maybe we can like swap it every few days?
The only thing is that my gun, or I don't know, what are we calling it? My my
Your
rifle,
firearm.
my firearm. It is a mundane weapon. I just feel like it might be. Maybe that could be good for it.
Also,
Maybe-
metagamey, you gather that it corrupts faster than the corruption leaves. So you can't just infinite swap.
Yeah.
Right, but it would slow it down. Though.
Correct. Totally would. Totally would.
Can you carry your firearm on your person, or?
I guess I could. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just strap.
Is there anything else mundane in the bag of holding besides that?
There's plenty, but I can move things around. Nothing that I absolutely need to carry around in there. Yeah, I have a bunch of like small shit. Like I have a lot of like gems and whatnot. So Felix will take some time to empty his bag of holding into his actual pack
Okay.
and
Yeah.
and just toss the scroll in there.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. And I'll send you over the scroll after this.
And then
Sounds good.
Paul, Iris can ritual cast. It will probably take 10 minutes to do this.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna cast on the plant stone.
I mean, if you guys want, you could turn this into a short rest.
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, we're kind of
sure.
in an awkward spot though, right? We're like on a path.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the middle of a path. It doesn't seem to, it widens in some areas, but there's no spots for respite. But the scroll is out, whatever you guys want to do.
I
I'm
guess
not
it's
sure
fine.
when the next one will be. All right, so if you're going to chill here, that's fine. Ritual cast, so you take it, this
Alright.
pearl-like
Are
object.
are we short resting?
Yeah, if you guys want.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll some hit dice.
All right, you take this
Yeah. I'll stop into this.
marble-like object, Iris, and put it in the center of your ritual circle, and begin to chant the familiar words. And the symbols light up a familiar glow. And before you is a very slight magical, like blip, essentially.
Ooh.
This is a divination. Essentially, actually, it's not a stone, although it feels like it. It's like a berry with a very hard exterior shell. With that information, you're also able to cross-reference from Jara's book and figure out. Oh, Tom is gone again. But anyway, you're able to figure out that this is called the Eyes of the Mother, which is a nod to the Wild Mother. And essentially, they allow you, if you consume enough of them and are able to withstand the negative side effects, you're able to communicate more freely with the Wild Mother, it's said, to see her gifts
Interesting.
in better light and all that stuff. So it's purely, for connection to the Wild Mother, not necessarily going to grant you crazy powers.
Okay. Curious.
So you can also spend some time if you'd like, collecting them.
You know what? Yeah. Iris and Nora are gonna see if there are any more in the general area.
Yeah, so just roll me a dexterity check, just a general one for them.
Okay. It's gonna be a 5, unfortunately. We're
Okay.
not very dexterous.
So then roll me a d8, and that's how many extra you get.
Sure thing. 7.
No, that's a good roll. You get so now you have
Hey,
a total of
let's go.
8 eyes of the mother. And you just eat these raw. You don't have to prepare them, but they grant you these visions, supposedly.
Okay.
All right, you guys are able to short rest here, so roll your hit dice, do whatever you got to do. And then before we close out session, I would like one more d20 roll.
I did
I'll
the
do
last
it.
one, so someone else can take it.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Go for it.
Hey, what did you get, Paul?
3.
I also got a 3.
Okay, don't worry because they're separate tables.
Oh, lovely.
All right.
We reach another fork in the road.
Would you? Yeah, you circled back to where you started.
We're fucking lost.
No, actually. But I'll give you the same option. Would you like to change or stay with a 3?
You know what? We stayed last time, so I want to re-roll.
Okay.
And guess what? I got a 4.
Oh.
Good answer, Steve. Good answer.
This is actually a reroll. I don't know. I'm kidding. It's not. There are some spots for rerolls though, just because I'm too lazy to think of 20 things necessarily. Okay. Plus I make a lot of tables. So, a 4. This spiral upwards eventually begins to plateau, as you are about 3/4 of the way up this central spire, and the path itself goes from this spiral around, instead kind of offshoots into a flat, straight path that opens up. You can kind of all fit now horizontally, across one row if you'd like. Not with all the horses, but you get the idea. And you're kind of flanked on either side by these. Instead of the spires that you've seen kind of being vertical for the most part, these are spires that actually intersect like X's at various elevations and heights, creating this kind of soft tunnel. It's not obviously enclosed, but it's cool geography nonetheless, as these ancient spires, for the most part, or old spires, at least millennia old, kind of intersect at various points. You begin to see evidence of at least past, prior, or current civilization, in that there are inscriptions which seem to be... do any of you speak Dwarvish?
I do not.
Jari, you have your
Nope.
glasses, I think. Don't you?
I do. Those don't
Sorry,
need to be
guys.
attuned, right?
They do not.
So I do
Tharathari
have
speaks Dwarvish.
Tharathari speaks Dwarvish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you're putting your glasses on, Jara, I assume.
My goggles. They're
Your
not
goggles,
glasses.
yeah.
I'm not
I-
a nerd, Jared.
I haven't made this very clear, but these goggles really make it like... It's not like you can wear them 24/7. They're kind of like fisheye lensed almost. So it's like it would make it hard for you to wear these and fight things or do anything particularly involved. But reading this as you walk every so often is totally doable. These are ancient, I'm going to quote that, but these are old Dwarvish, essentially tales. They're tales of, actually, make a religion check, Tharathari and Chara.
Legit. Nat 20.
Okay. And what'd you get, Tharathari?
9.
If it matters, 21.
It does not matter that much, no. Okay. So these are basically hymns or like epithets for Moradin, who's like the Allhammer, the kind of god, the overseer of craft, creation, etc. But very much a dwarven god, not necessarily exclusively, but very much popular amongst old and new dwarven clans. And specifically, these not prophecies, but these stories, these tales talk about the Allhammer and sort of how throughout the founding of the material plane, he was instrumental in building teaching man how to build, civilization, all that kind of stuff. And these are just like tales of Moradin. And eventually, you see as these jagged, kind of crossing spires comes to a close, there is up ahead a set of stairs, very old-looking stairs, at this point grown into the rocks around them, or maybe vice versa. And they lead up to what looks like our next location, which I will tease to you before we leave.
Oh shit, teaser.
Ooh. Oh.
So you guys will be coming from this direction. I didn't necessarily do the crossing spires, but that's what would
Ooh.
precede this.
Nice.
And you see what could only be described as dwarven architecture, these high-rising, very meticulously designed, pointed column structures that are so basically they just are exclusively built by dwarves, or they're known for this kind of architecture style. And you seem to be approaching a temple, a shrine to Moradin, however old it may be, built into one of the spires here. And we will pick up with you guys on this platform next time.